green time finish, so it was a good for Tex, and we don't see Guribaros lead at the games.
He's never led, has he?
Nah.
In this quarter-final, there's not been one moment that Guribaros has been on top, and we said that before. For Tex to come out, he has to take this game into his own hands. He has to be in the driving seat.
Yeah, Guribaros might have not led at any point, but he's always fought back, so still a lot of time.
How much left is in the Brazilian's tank?
We have a lot of problems with the team pressing from Tex. There are a lot of players who, like, it's hard to find the right pass. Now we have 4 minutes left in the first half of the overtime.
Clever little foul there, just to edge him towards half-time and extra time. $70,000 guaranteed with a win here. To come back tomorrow to play in the Final Four.
I think Guribaros is really dangerous in counter-attacks, but he has problems with the normal build-up play. He don't find the gaps between the defenders. And I think it will be smart for Tex to foul him all the time when he loses the ball. Like, I don't mind if all 10 players got yellow card, but I think he have like a really good chance without fast break to win this game.
Looks like he's going to get the last attack here of the first half, Shells.
Yeah, going back to what Mo was saying, Texas press is one of his key strengths, and I guess Guribaros is finding a tough time to try and break it to get to his looks, because we know how deadly he is in transition, but if he can find himself in the right areas, I'm sure he can get some shots off the goal right now, using Alphonso Davis to go byline or go or scoop. Try and find a reset.
Guribaros might get the last laugh here. Wins a free kick in what could be a dangerous area. We say these are good as penalties if you can get it right.
I think that's it.
26 metres away from goal, Lionel Messi. Who else would it be? Over this one. Can he bend it in? Messi hits it into the wall, and that will do us for half-time and extra time. Tex 15 minutes away from a semi-final.
Got to think Tex will be looking at that. 15 minutes away from a top 4 at a world championship. He's never been this far. And of course, we're going to talk about the main thing, the GOAT debate. Something you know he's chasing and wants to be in the conversation of. And this competition is a big thing why some people's not putting him first, and I think he knows this is a big opportunity.
Mo, you're in extra time. You're 15 minutes away from reaching the semi-finals. How are you going into that 50 minutes? Do you believe that one goal's enough and you're going to just try and, as you said, tactical fouls, yellow cards all over the place, just frustrate your opponent, or do you need to go and get another goal?
No, I would stop him attacking, like stop the fast breaks, to be honest. Focus on his defense, and then the space will come automatically in the last 5 or 6 minutes. There you have a lot of space to score, but I think the most dangerous minutes are now the next 6-7 minutes, and we get them, you will have the chance to score like one more goal.
But now, Shells, are you in a rush to try and in possession? You just want to keep possession in the smart areas of the pitch?
Yeah, it's a tough scenario. Of course, you can say anything in hindsight, but 9-minute halves is a long game. Is he offside? It's a long game in 9-minute halves, but you know, you always got to show your opponent that you're still dangerous going forward, but you don't want to commit too many players to give Guribaros any easy counter-attacks, because like Mo said, you've got to stop him on transition, and I think you have to take the tactical foul. But I think don't do sloppy passes like that. You can't give it away too easily.
I'd like to think that he would have learned from Danny Pitbull's game yesterday. Position is his Rio Ferdinand. He is onside! Guribaros replies for a 5th time in this game. He is hanging in there.
He will find the space, you know. I said it before the game, he has the perfect timing of letting these strikers run, perfect timing of the pass. And also, I think it was a decent goalkeeper movement from Tex, but Ferdinand, fresh one, was a good choice from Tex to bring him in. I think he will have the advantage now for the next 8 minutes. Look how hyped he is.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great finish, Guribaros. I mean, a green time finesse, open body. And he's equalized once again. I think this is the time. I think he scores next. If there's a goal in this, I think he scores next. I just...
Do you know why this is even bigger as well? Of course, aside of the prize money, you win this, you qualify for the FC Pro Open
Wow.
as well.
Oh.
I would take the spot. You know, I would say, take the money, give me the spot. You know, that's
How big is that for the season?
You know, that's a best moment. Like, you are one of 4 who directly qualify, so you can choose your team for next year.
Yeah.
Every team in the world wants you, and it's a really nice chance for you to qualify for the next FC Pro World Championship, also for the Champions League, of course. To be a good chance, you know, for your future.
Top of that, Mo. So you'd say you'd give up $70,000 for a FC Pro Open spot?
No, I was lying. You know what? I would do it, to be honest. No, I would do it. It is a smart business decision.
I would do it if I was an ex-world champion as well, to be fair.
No, it's because I think you get that money from the teams, from the esports team, because they want you to compete in the biggest stage. You have like a lot of games played next year in the weeks, and it will be a good business choice. But a little bit risky also. 6 more minutes.
Where's this one going to end up then?
Oh.
It just screams penalties, doesn't it?
Yeah. I would like to see penalties, to be honest.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Oh, what a nice pass.
What a ball that is, Esco.
Messi at the back
And you have
post.
Sam doing after to break it for Rio Ferdinand was there. We know how strong and deadly he is in the air.
See the game opening up now in the later stages. You might think these players don't want to try and lose their tournament, but anything sloppy here. But Tex and Gary Barras are trying to end it in extra time.
Messi on that wonderful left boot. Finds Bobby Charlton. He times it green. Tex wins a corner. 3 minutes away from penalties. What a crazy ending this could honestly be. In just our first quarter-final of the World Championships here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. We're going to get one decent chance, both of these two shells.
Ooh, there could be
Who's got the nerve?
I tell you what, I'm nervous for both of them. I don't know what's going to happen, but you can see the game opening up in these last few minutes. Gary Barros finds some space down the line with Rio Ferdinand. He's going to have to cut back and look for his reset, but it's a dangerous chance.
Barros always been chasing this game, but can he lead now? And in time of 1 minute. That ball's got to get moving.
Oh no.
Oscar Barros. Gonna get the last chance here. 1 minute. What's a ball that could be? Rio Ferdinand! Barros! It's just snatched a World Championship dream away from Tex. On pass.
It's another mistake from Tex, though.
That's just cost him a ticket in the FC Pro Open next year and a semi-final spot here in Riyadh. Get Barros in top.
You have to give credit to Gabarros. He's a fighter. I did say he had the next goal in him in extra time, but he's a fighter. He fought back every single time, but I don't want to be that guy. But Tex has just thrown it away in the 120th minute in extra time. It's last attack for a reason. You played a risky pass, and you don't see that from Tex. I'm sorry, I'm actually stunned.
You know, he took a risk. He didn't want to go to penalties. He thought like, yeah, I do the risky pass, but I think a long through ball would be better choice. It was a really, really bad decision from Tex, and he knows himself. I don't have to say to him, but he plays really, really good at that game in this tournament. I have much respect for him. He showed again why he's one of the best in the game. And Gui Barros, man, first lead in the game at 120 minutes. He was fighting, and yeah. We will see him.
Well, let's hear from him now. He's in the semi-finals.
Barros, congratulations. I love that you just said, I'm so sorry, because you were just screaming. I love that. We all love it. This is what we're here to see. I know you must feel quite emotional right now. We could see what it meant to you. Can you try and sum up how you were feeling right now? I mean, you are a semi-finalist.
Yeah, I think Tex is one of the best in the world for a long time, man, and I think he's so good. So the game was really, really tough. And like my coaches put so much trust in me, I just wanted to repay him and get as far as I can and get through another day. It means a lot to me.
How did it feel to score right then in the last minute? Incredible stuff.
I'll be honest, I think that's the first last minute goal I've scored in my career. So it felt really, really good, different feeling. I can't describe the emotions right now. It's like so much going through my head, but yeah, just happy, really happy.
All the guys have been singing your praises the past few days and saying how brilliant you've been this season. Are you feeling like you're in the form of your life right now?
Yeah, I think I've been getting better every season I play, and this season's been really good. I've had a lot of help from Nader and Ivan and just prepping and getting ready, and they've done a great job throughout the season. I feel like I'm hitting top form right now.
You are indeed. Are you ready to crush your opponent's key? Come on, follow me. Here we go. This is a big part of the Esports World Cup, and you can hear the crowd cheering for you. This is your moment. It is time to crush Tech's key.
Right, guys, we're back at the casino. Sorry, I said. Yeah. All right, restart. 3, 2. Right, guys, we are back at the Katia Esports Arena for Call of Duty Warzone, joined by Miles. So give me a lay of the land. I haven't been watching too closely. What is happening over here?
What isn't happening, Casey? Well, right now we're in our grand finals. Our teams are fast approaching match point. That means if you have a certain threshold of points past 135, if you win the game, you win the whole thing. We've got a few teams in contention, but right now Virtus Pro, who are in a very, very spicy spot to take the whole thing, are looking very good.
All right, so last time I was here, Team Falcons were soaring. That's not the case anymore?
There's been a bit of turbulence, and they're in a slight descent right now. They're in 5th place. They've had a very, very rough run of the tournament so far. There is ample time still to make the comeback. They're about 30 points away from a big win. And for them right now, they've got a high kill count, but without a win on the map, they're not getting a multiplier, which is really shooting them up the board. It's possible, but it'll be tough.
All right, well, Miles, thank you so much, guys. Make sure to tune in for Call of Duty's Warzone, because they will be crowning a champion today.
This is Chris. He plays EAFC on PlayStation tournaments, winning FC points, cash prizes, and even a few exclusive experiences easily. But how? On his PS5, Chris launched EAFC, found PlayStation tournaments, and registered. It's that easy. New tournaments daily. Win avatars, FC points, and more. Compete, win, and claim your prizes today on PlayStation Tournaments.
PlayStation.
Welcome to the celebration lesson as I'm joined by 3 of our FC Pro World Championship finalists. Guys, I'm sick of these celebrations being so tame. Just, can we have a bit more personality and energy? First and foremost, EAFC Classic celebrations. Give me one each. Write one down now. Johnny?
Greedy?
Show it to the camera. Ready? Okay, I like it. A little bit of personality, a classic. Gio? The shush. Chris?
Toyota.
An absolute icon of the game, love it. Okay, right, they're the classics, they're the basics. What about now the stars? Who's a favourite footballer of yours that's got a trademark celebration with a bit of personality?
I've got one. Obama.
Like it, Gio?
I got another one.
Who's that?
Messi.
Johnny?
Right, guys, we're here at the Amazon Esports.
Okay, we're getting it. But how can we implement it into your own game? Your turn. What's your celebration? What are you going to do this week?
Oh, I have no clue, Brandon. I have no celebration.
Gio?
I have no clue. I will do what comes in my mind, I think.
Anything? Johnny? Seriously, lads? You're just not getting it, lads, are you? Where's the celebrations? Where's the personality? Johnny, throw me in that ball. That. Is how you score a goal. And that is how you celebrate. Come on!
What is he doing? Bro, this guy should just keep to the podcast, man, I swear.
Level up your gaming experience with over 8 billion playlists, only on Spotify, the official audio streaming partner for the 2025 Esports World Cup.
Right, guys, we're here at the Amazon Esports Arena for Rainbow Six Siege, back here at Laxton. Give us a lay of the land. I haven't talked to you in a couple days, so what's going on over here?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of been a doozy. Now we're in the grand final. We did wrap up the third, fourth place match, but I mean, this grand final is pretty intense between both these two teams. G2 Esports hasn't attended a grand final in over 900 days. Then on top of that, Team Secret, this is their first time ever being in a grand final since their addition of joining into Siege. So that's like 3-4 years.
So no matter what, we have a new champion then.
Yes, we do have a new champion. Last time I spoke to you, Falcons did get knocked out, so that throne is empty right now, and one of these two teams is going to take that title.
Right, so grand championship here. Make sure you guys are tuning in. Thank you so much for the update.
Thank you.
Gibaros is our first semi-finalist here at the Esports World Cup, the FC Pro World Championships, an 11-goal thriller to defeat Tex, who bows out of the competition. Joining me at the hostess, Mr. Gravison is back, Richard Buckley is back, and wow, what a special guest we have got joining us. It's Jeremy Lynch. Jeremy, thank you so much for joining us, mate.
Thank you for having me, guys. It's my absolute pleasure.
I mean, 11 goals for his first game. Rich, how do we unpick the action there?
How long do we have? Where do we start? What a game. It went back and forth. We were stood right here watching this and we all said, it's going pens. This is going pens. It was the best Tex performance we've seen in this tournament, and it still wasn't enough. Guy Barros, a semi-finalist.
A semi-finalist and a deserved one. 6 goals you expect to win the game on the other side. Defensively, Tex once again showing that's his frailty.
I feel like this is a matter of mechanics, because if we talk about the build-up on the passing, I feel like Tex was better throughout the whole match, and even his defending, in my opinion, was a bit better. But Gibarro's mechanics throughout the whole year has been amazing. Tex doesn't actually abuse that many mechanics, and I feel like those player locks on the transitions, they were just unstoppable.
I mean, we were watching this game together, Jeremy. We couldn't believe how many goals were in it. It went to extra time. We're seeing the footage on the screen right now, but the calibre of goals were amazing, weren't they?
Unbelievable. What a game. What a game. End to end. I feel bad for Tex because to lose it that way is probably the worst way to lose a game, right? It's a painful one. I really feel for him.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it, and the thing that will haunt him at night when he goes to sleep tonight is it was a mistake from him. He gave the ball away in the transition, in the last attack of the game. If you don't give that ball away, you go to pens, you reset 50-50, and you're seeing him waving away there. A lot of conversations now. It seems every year we have this.
Yep.
Is he going to be able to come back next year? He always seems to do so, but it's a serious level that he's got to get to.
It is a serious level indeed. A brand new game title coming soon. We've seen a lot of trailers about that. You guys at home have too. So we wish him well, but it's all about Gibarros today. A 6-5 win. He's into the semi-final. It's also all about Mr. Jeremy Lynch. I can't believe you're joining us, mate. Thank you so much.
I can't believe I'm sat with you guys. It's an absolute pleasure.
We are absolutely honoured to have you here. How are you finding life at the Esports World Cup and in Riyadh?
Unbelievable. What an event. What a spectacle. Everywhere you look, the arenas, the energy. Honestly, it's incredible. I mean, you guys already know, but yeah, it's a privilege to be here. I'm really enjoying it.
We're looking now at the next fixture. Manu Bashore is in action. It's LGR Peixoto. How do you see that one going?
You know I'm not calling that. Could go either way. What do you guys? These guys are the experts, not me. What do you think?
That'll be the one, Jeremy. I feel like Manu Bashore has to be the favorite to win the upper bracket, really. I mean, in the way he's playing, you can see the matches he played. 6.3 average goals. I mean, it's just the way he's building up, it's the way he's finishing his chances. I don't see a way in which the Team Liquid player just doesn't win this game, Richard.
He's done it before. 2023 World Champion. You have to ask, no one's ever won 2 World Championships in this game, in this esport. Is he the man to break the mould? Is he the man to solidify himself as undisputedly the best player to ever do it? He's 3 games away.
He's 3 games away from doing it. You're watching highlights of a game where they've already played each other. But we all know that this game doesn't matter now, does it, at this point?
I mean, it's a thing playing in FC Pro, playing throughout the whole season. Now everything is at stake. You're playing the quarterfinals, and if you win, you're through. But if you don't, you just go home and your season just ended. So I feel like LGR Peixoto has been performing really well throughout the whole thing, but it's just that Manu was just better.
Manu has been better. It's going to be a sensational quarter-final to come. We've already got one player who's in the semi-finals right now. We're about to find out very soon. That stage out there, Jeremy, and the fans here, they make so much noise, don't they?
They really do. They really do. I don't know if it comes across on the streams, but when you're here in person, the atmosphere is absolutely insane.
I mean, I don't know about you, Rich, but Jeremy's watched one game with us. There was 11 goals. We should surely try and keep him around.
Hello, you're more than welcome to stay. You're more than welcome to stay.
I'm here all week, guys.
It plans to be an unbelievable game. 2 champions. ECL champion from 2024, World champion from 2023. Fireworks again, I'm calling it.
Right, listen, you got the last one right, and you wanted me to remind everyone at home. He got the last one right. Gibarros won. Who's winning this one?
bearing in mind, you guys did predict extra time on that last game.
We did.
I was shocked that you were so on point.
There is no reason for Jeremy to lie about it either.
It's true.
We are experts in the studio. How's it going, Rich? What do you say?
I'm going to go Manu. I think he's been here for a long time. He was here last weekend. I think Manu takes it and matched up Guy.
Same one. I feel like Johnny has been playing really good throughout the whole tournament and season, but I think Manu has the edge in this one.
Well, I'm just going to say thank you so much, Jeremy, for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
Hopefully we'll see you again soon. It's time for the next quarter-final. If the last one's to go by, we're in for quite a roller coaster.
Wow, what a game we just witnessed here in Riyadh. Gibarros versus Tex. It went to extra time. Gibarros got the win with a last-minute goal. We saw what it meant to him. Incredible stuff, Fancy.
That was an absolute nail-biter, but the next one is even going to be better because we have on one side a player that's never been so deep in a world championship, and on the other hand, we got a previous world champion.
Should we kick things off?
Let's do it.
Let's get our next quarter-final started. Please welcome to the stage, Manu Bashore! Manu came through the play-ins, but we know exactly what he is capable of. He found glory here in Saudi Arabia 2 years ago. Can he continue his form and win another title? And his opponent, it's Johnny! After a brilliant 24 season, the former E-Champions League champion is trophyless this season. But we know what the German giant can produce on the big stage. Who is going to come out on top?
All right, you two, come closer. You are about to make history just 3 games away from another world championship. What do you have to say to this guy?
Well, I heard him say already, see you in the semi-final against Gibarros, so let's see.
All right, Johnny, you've never been so deep in a world championship. You're just a few games away from that trophy. What do you want to say to him?
I go through and I will win this trophy.
All right, gentlemen, please take to your seats. We're about to get this show on the road. Casters, take it away.
Well, we can only hope that this next quarter-final lives up to what we've just saw there. We were on the verge of penalties, but it was Gibarros, the Brazilian, that snatched the hope and dreams of Tex away from him as he goes through to the semi-final. The winner of this game will join the Brazilian of New York Red Bulls. What a game this one plans to be. Team Liquid versus S8UL Esports. Manu Bashore, a former world champion, against Johnny. Myself, Brandon Smith, Ryan Pesaro and Tom Lees guiding you through this one. Guys, I mean, what a first quarter-final that was. You were watching it from the sidelines. What can we expect from this one, Ryan?
Hopefully more of the same. We've got Johnny, who is a goal scorer, seems to score at least 4 goals in his games in the World Championships. And Manu as well, coming straight through the play-ins will give him heaps of confidence. And it's hard to knock a previous world champion.
Yeah, I mean, Manu's going to be full of confidence here. He's used to this. He knows just how good he is. I mean, I'm gutted about the last game, truth be told. Tex going out like that. I was hoping for some penalties, but I'll tell you what, if we get another 3 quarterfinals like that, we won't be complaining.
Furthest Johnny's ever gone in the World Championship, Tom, off the back of last year, where unfortunately he fell to the path of Anders Vergang. But for Manu Bashore, we're speaking a lot about Obro and other players in this bracket, but Manu's been superb as well. He hasn't dropped down from the upper bracket side throughout the group stages, and he was incredible yesterday too.
I think we can't underestimate how long Manu's been playing here. I think he's played for so long. He knows exactly how the stage feels. He's played every kind of opponent. Even the amount of FC he's played in the last week, he's going to be full of confidence.
You know, I love as well when he gave the interview yesterday speaking about how his route here has been the more difficult one compared to everybody else. He thinks the domestic leagues, or most of them anyway, don't live up to the standard of players he had to go through and play-ins. I don't know, do you agree with that, Tom?
Yeah, I think I do agree, because the play-ins is everyone in Europe.
Yep.
It's over a longer period of time. Some of these domestic leagues are pretty quick. They can happen over a weekend or just 2 events. I'm not surprised Manu said that. I feel that as well, obviously playing. I think playing online and coming through the play-ins is probably a harder route, and that's what's given him the confidence here.
Yeah, because it shows the consistency as well, and playing against champions from other leagues in the play-ins from all over the world just shows the level that Manu has been reaching this year. And like I said, I can't really think of a way Johnny beats him here. I'm giving a prediction. I haven't even asked for it, Brandon.
Quite hard as well, isn't it, for Manu Bashorton when he looks around his teammates at Team Liquid and he's seeing Emre Yilmaz go and win an E-Champions League and go and get a World Championship spot from a Pro League. He had the idea of going to the Premier League and that being his route via Liverpool and Lex. He was grouped to the FC Pro Open. It's not been an easy route for him to get to the World Championships, but if anything, he's probably peaking at the best time possible.
Yeah, I mean, I can speak for experience, Brandon. Many moons ago, I played in a very competitive FC team myself, and you see your other teammates doing well, you want to get involved in that. You feel the hunger, you feel like you need to go and prove a point, and you need to prove you're the best one at your team. He's seen Levy and Emre flying all year. Manu has been slightly below standard, but truth be told, if we look at history of world champions, it doesn't really matter. It's all about how you peak here and now at the back end of the game. You can do whatever you want until April, May. How good are you at the back end?
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like even when he did win his World Championship, he wasn't on paper seen as the favourite prior to the tournament starting, of course, and he showed his level throughout. He peaked at the right moments, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this year follows suit as well.
But even for Johnny, I mean, to a degree there, he didn't even play in the FC Pro Open. He was waiting until the virtual Bundesliga sort of Feb, March, April time, Ryan, to get his season properly going. Yes, then he did well off the back of that to get a World Championship spot and then have a bit of the Champions League football at least. But aside of that, his season didn't really get going till late, and he's peaking at a great time.
Yeah, I feel like with the way Johnny plays as well, in terms of just adapting to the metas throughout the season, he's somebody that we saw last year was unbelievable with it this year as well, especially now with like the team press being an option defensively, through balls being incredible. I feel like Johnny always will pose a threat.
I think one thing to really look out for Johnny's gameplay is going to be the overlapping fullbacks, the wingers. He finds through balls that we didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
When he's playing well, he'll catch you off guard. There is also Manu, I can speak from experience of playing with him. He will find some crazy passes in the box. I was in shock when I played against him. He likes to recycle, and then he'll get it across to the back post with one pass, and you think, that wasn't on. How have you done that? So, two players that are really good at finding what we call maybe the peekaboo through ball. You don't see it before you know it, they're in on goal. But Johnny will definitely like more of the counter-attacking element. Johnny will just be trying to fly through, whereas I think Manu likes to control a bit more. You might see him keep the ball a bit better, a bit more recycling around the edge of the box, and then hit you with that last final pass.
It is a little bit scary, Tom, when you look at the environment that Manu Bashir finds himself in around Dutch players that are all ridiculous at the game. They're always making content about the meta, the tactic, the new way of scoring a free kick, how to score a corner. They're constantly just in the same environment of trying to find every % they can to be the best at this game.
Yeah, I love it. They kind of just teach the whole community how to play and say, guys, you can learn, but we're still going to be better than you. Yeah. I like it. They're always on social media trying to teach people and get the whole community better at the game, and then they're still the best ones. But yeah, they're always, I think it is a massive, massive part of FC that these guys are always practicing with each other. It goes a long way. Any slight improvement they see, one of them finds something, the other 2 or 3 of them are going to pick it up straight away, and that goes a long way over the course of a season.
Yeah, they always seem to be ahead of the curve with that sort of thing as well, in terms of just adapting as the season progresses. Whether a new patch may come out, you'll see it a couple weeks, even days, they're already on top of it, and they're just prioritising learning those new things.
Ryan, you can tell me from experience, these patches, you don't find out everything straight away. Nope. And sometimes you need to see someone else do it before you start repeating it. I'm someone that copies a lot of pros. I'm not the best at finding new things. When you're in an office, one of them finds it. It's like a cheat code.
And it's because they play all day, every day. That's the thing. They're always in the online community tournaments as well. They're practicing against each other. They're scrimming. Honestly, I respect it. Not just from Manu, but the whole team. They put together, of course, diligent. They work hard, and of course, they deserve the success as well.
I was going around all 32 players the last few days trying to figure out which pro has played the most game. Asking every pro player. Guess who they were all saying that they think they've played the most games?
All the Team Liquid boys.
Every Team Liquid player.
Yep.
You could imagine. And we're talking 4,000, 5,000 matches.
My goodness.
Of the AFC that they believe they could play, if they're being honest.
Is that practice games they're saying?
That's all of it. Practice, champs, all of the games on EAFC together, which is a ridiculous amount of time. To be fair, I spoke to Manu this morning. He said I've played up just over 3,000. I mean, just over 3,000 games is ridiculous.
I'll tell you what, you get them in the lobby certain times, by the way. I know certain times they practice. Manu and Levy like a little morning shift. If you get on at about 11 a.m, you'll find a code from them straight away. And then obviously I think they come back on in the evening to play the community tournaments, but
is that why
out when to play them.
Is that why you work sort of late nights? Just to try and avoid them?
Depends what mood I'm in. If I'm feeling good, I'll make sure I get some practice in against them.
The worst part is, it says a lot about how much this man loves to keep ticking over. Mo Albies there was in commentary saying that he played Manny Bishoure in a 15-0 game of Foot Champs a month or so back.
Was
a lot of champs, Ryan.
Yep.
Do you ever match up against it in the team?
Lads? Haven't come up against it. Hold on a second.
Oh, wow. It's another early start. And as much as we're speaking about Manny Bishoure, we cannot forget the German giant in Johnny, who has just scored his first sniff in the box.
See so many quick starts, don't we? So many quick starts. He comes down the left with Salma. Instant pass inside, one touch and a shot straight away. The low driven has to be the most consistent finish in the game right now.
Yeah, that's why it's beneficial having somebody like Vitinha. He's got the playstyle plus as well, so it offers that late darting run into the box. So if you take it under control, and obviously he's capable of doing so, a low driven is always a viable option to score.
As we were saying before, you haven't played against a player in the league.
Oh, I have actually. Wait, yes, I have. I'm pretty sure at the start of the year. But it's not against Manu, Levy or Emre, thankfully, yet.
To answer that question, Mo did lose that game, unfortunately. His icon pack at the time was vanished by Manny Bishoure. Again, if you have just tuned in, Tex has just been eliminated from the FC Pro World Championship. It was 120th minute winner for Gibaros, who is in the semi-final. He's in the FC Pro Open next year, which we must say as well, Tom, how big is that? You win this, forget the $70,000, which is hard to. You're also at the first event, the first major of the season next year.
Yeah, it gives you a massive leg up and a lot of confidence going into the new game. You can start grinding FC 26 full of confidence, knowing that you're at a tournament already. That's where we all want to be.
I think just having the alleviated pressure is a big thing, because you can focus on, a lot of players, we've been there ourselves, where sometimes you're practicing to win in it, or you're playing practice games to win. For them, it's more so they don't even need to win in terms of progressing up the ladder. That's done. They can practice different parts of the game that they can try and master, and it just helps a lot for the rest of the season.
Here comes Manu now. First time he's been in the box with Johnny with Harry Kane. Towards the back post, he's drilled, and Kanate has just thrown himself into the right-hand post there, Tom, but he's done enough.
I told you, Manu, he sees them passes, the back post passes, they open up. You don't even know how he's arrived there, and before you know it, you're defending like that. I mean, very unlucky not to equalise, Manu.
Lucio all the way from right back. Here's Johnny, fakes that play a lot, that nearly eventually does use.
Yeah, Mamadashvili really here.
Well, there he is, Ryan. Wins another corner, that was on target.
Gonna win it.
Mamadashvili again, two. In the space of no time at all. Kanate called into action for a third time. And Manu just about stopping that from going for a third corner.
Johnny will be frustrated there, one of them should go in. Two uncontested headers.
Oh, he's got him.
Oh, wow, so quick from Manu. The Johnny Cardiff in Riyadh. Vitinha! Game on!
That goal is massive. Just gives you the confidence boost. You've come out for a new day. Quarter final, you want to make sure you're at the races. That goal, that equaliser, I'm not surprised Manu's given a big celebration.
Yeah, and you know what? It just shows how ruthless FC can be. Down one end, defending. Johnny looked as if he was going to get goal number 2, and in a matter of moments, look at that, the triggered run from Vitinha, the pace to get beyond Lucio, and the finish as well. Perfect moment to get back into this game for Manu.
How hard is that to do, Tom? That first time through ball, that is so quick. You can't react.
It's all about timing. It is all a game of timing. You practice that for hours and hours on end. And even then, you don't get them right. I saw in the last game a few fouled ones from Tex and Gibaros. It's all about the timing, making sure you trigger probably more than one run as well. Just triggering one run isn't enough. These pros are going to mark the first one. You have to trigger 2 or 3 times, make sure they're pulling players out, and then hit them with that last one that Manu is so good at.
Saw a few people in the chat, Ryan, saying that how is it possible that you can control sort of 5 players at one time, but you're constantly triggering everyone. Your players switching, you're moving. How hard is that?
Triggering runs, creative runs as well. A lot of players are very good at in this tournament. Player locks. And as Tom mentioned, the fullbacks bombing forward, it just creates chaos. And I think that's the key thing. But not only doing that, it's being able to pick those passes out. You see it, Lucio, perfect example.
It's funny, Manu's actually hitting Johnny with a bit of Johnny's treatment. Yeah. That is Johnny's signature move. Manu's decided to use that in his game. I wonder if he's maybe studied Johnny, decided, because look, you watch Johnny every time, he will trigger that fullback.
Look at
that's the pass he wants to play.
Well, there's Lucio. It's a battle of Lucio at the moment, so it seems. Both players just triggering that run. There's the threaded through ball. Marquinhos not really the player you want to leave there, but it was no Albi yesterday, Tom. They were saying Johnny loves having the ball out wide and getting the fullbacks on it, just to create that overload.
Just keep an eye on Johnny's play the whole time. The first thing he does is always trigger a fullback.
Is there anything specific the players have to do in terms of roles, or is it just more so triggering the runs?
It's more the trigger. Let's keep an eye on Johnny here. Giving it away that time, but normally there's a trigger one side because then that starts the attack for him. See, he's struggling to get out this time. Manu put a bit of a high press on. A little bit of turnovers here. Johnny's triggered at centre mid from deep. See how comfortable he is in these situations, because this isn't the typical Johnny here. He doesn't normally counter-attack, but the fullback has gone again, and he's played it again.
How many times can Lucio keep making his runner? That's the question.
Oh, you see the intention. I don't think the pass obviously was aimed towards their counter-attack though, and I feel like that's smart to use a bit of a tactical foul to take the yellow card.
Bring him down. A bit early, I'd say. 25th minute, he's now on a booking. I'm 99% sure his fullback's going to have to get subbed at one point. If he's going to trigger him that often, the way they're playing the 95 depth as well, they're playing, a lot of players are using all 5 of their subs. On a booking as well, we might have to see a sub in the second half.
How many runs can you get out of a fullback when you want to play like that, Tom? Like, what minute are you having to restore that position, or at least the energy somewhere in the team?
I mean, we'll have to find out what Johnny does, but I'd imagine 55th onwards, he might be struggling a bit.
Also depends as well, this more recent meta with the team press being activated as well, and that's something which drains stamina very, very, very quickly.
It's funny because in the pro scene for a while, we never made that many subs. We've always been comfortable with just having 1 or 2 favourites.
Yep.
This event, I'm seeing 5 subs virtually every game.
And as part of that, the 15 million coin budget that all these players have had for the FC Pro World Championship tournament, from being in these restrictions, as Harry Kane comes forward for Manu. I will go for a corner.
Keep your eyes on. Could be a quick one.
Lofted in towards the front post again. Canate. The same story down both ends at the moment. It's going to the same man every time.
Oh, that's a big mistake.
That does enough. But the point I wanted to ask, Tom, you've been involved in squad restrictions this year, all the way back at the FC Pro Open qualifier, of course, E-Premier League. How many coins do you save for your bench?
I think bench is really important. I think it depends on the time of the game it is, depending on what subs you can get at what value, but I think you've got to look, before you even finish looking at your starting 11, the bench is so important. You cannot go in with just 11 or 12 players now.
Eusebio finds Lionel Messi. Manu, what a tackle that is from Yapstam. And what an end-to-end battle this has been. A real tactical affair between these two.
Look at Lucio again.
Another run trigger there by Lucio. Not even if he wants to use him, it's just a trigger in it.
Yeah, I think it's something that obviously plays into an opponent's mind. When you're defending, you have to respect the run. It could be used as a decoy. Great ball in behind again.
Hanson, there's the comeback. Harry Kane, one more pass. Eusebio!
Wow.
It is beautiful FC from a former world champion of Malibashore.
Manu sees passes we simply don't see. He's just got that extra pass. 99% of players are shooting there.
Look at it. It's art, to be honest with you. The through ball in behind Hanson manages to ball that driven pass, the extra pass to Eusebio, then back to Messi for a finish. Goalkeeper's rooted because of the keeper movement. Sensational work there from Manu. Oh my goodness, what a goal that is. Wow.
That's when you know you're locked in.
Yeah,
Give yourself a little fist bump to the coach. You think, yeah, more of that.
It's not Van Gogh, it's Manu Bashir. An FC Pro World Championship. Creating the perfect goal. And that's what it's come down to, Tom. These two, they can't break each other down, that you really have to have a moment of brilliance.
Yeah, and I think that's what will be really satisfying for Manu. I think, obviously, as a player, you take any goal you can get. You celebrate them either way, but there's something extra special about scoring a goal like that. You know you deserve to be winning.
Corner goes the way of Johnny. You know where this one's going to end up, don't you? Either way, it's going to head towards Ahmadashvili. Petinia.
That's so well to defend it, you know. So well to defend it, because the keeper movement was activated as well because of the Trivela angle. But then switched back to Petinia to cover the lane that Petinia's for Johnny ran into.
See another left back trigger here. He's going to use it, isn't he? Ooh, nearly. It's the problem though, when you are consistently triggering, there's a massive space here.
Last chance of the half, potentially. Look at the manual player switching there of Manu, just trying to do everything he can to stop Johnny, which he does do that time. Such a big moment this as well for Team Liquid outside of this FC Pro World Championship, Ryan. The club championship that the Esports World Cup does filter into each individual game. Team Liquid are really putting the pressure onto Team Falcons.
Yeah, absolutely. They're battling near the top, and that pass in for Eusebio is fantastic. And Manu Bachore, 3-1, right on the cusp of half-time. Tom is surprised.
What did I say at the start of the game? The back post pass from Manu. How is it even on? When was that ever an option? It is simply lovely. Unbelievable, honestly. You just can't believe it. Let's have another look at this replay. So it's slow build-up. He's playing for the last attack. Now, at some point, Eusebio is going to finish this. But where has he seen the pass? Look. Oh, it's so late. I told you, it's all about timing. And Manu, the quality of goal in this half is simply outrageous.
Yeah, agreed. It's come at a perfect time, just before half-time. We mentioned for Team Liquid the support in the crowd as well. Points towards the club championship is all important to get number one on that leaderboard. And with Manu and Levison in this competition, there could be a lot of points up for grabs.
Half-time. Manu was 1-0 down in the game, but finds himself in a really comfortable position. It must have helped Tom. Outside of this, he's arrived in Riyadh days before everyone else. He's played in the play-ins with the exact same squad restriction as he's playing in the World Championships. He's had days to prepare that team even more and try out players and then redraft for the World Championships.
It's such an advantage, you know, if you do make it through. Obviously, it's a 10 times harder route, and if you ask any pro, they'd rather come through the leagues and make sure they've got their spot. But for Manu, I think about being comfortable, I think it's really helpful when you're on stage and you're fully comfortable with what you're doing. He's played with every player, as you say. He knows who's good. He knows how the game feels. He knows the whole environment. He knows everything to expect. He just looks at home up there.
Well, this is the home where he won a World Championship, didn't he? Here in Riyadh. A win here will guarantee as well, as we were speaking about the club championship, 300 points at least. There will be a third and fourth place matchup. All those all-important club championship points tomorrow. That's a great ball. Can Hansen get there? Davies is able to track the run that time. How important is it, Ryan, that Manu does not score again, because you've got a 3-goal cushion there?
Yeah, Johnny got to survive. You can see this start to the second half has been a bit ropey, rushed passes, and the play switch has not been too great. As you mentioned, the key is that he just stays in the game.
You wouldn't really believe this as well. Speaking to Manu earlier today, after the FC Pro Open, after it didn't go to plan, he was grouped. Didn't actually play the game for about 2 months. Yes, he would have played a couple of games. Of course, you're in an environment with Team Hullet now, Team Liquid. But the fact he took that step back for a bit of a mental refresh and then really got back on the pedal.
I'd love to know his definition of not playing that many games.
Yeah, clearly good enough to still win the online cups as well. So
I mean, he's got a dangerous free kick here. Now, as pros, you should know how to take.
I feel like that's in, you know.
There's Lionel Messi. Canate making probably his 10th save of the game.
Bit ropey, but yeah, I would like to see how many games he played during that period, because obviously they do play a lot anyway. And as well, I think something that goes under the radar, you don't have to necessarily play all the time, just keep your eyes on and keep watching the game.
Oh, beautiful.
Lucio wrong. Oh, penalty!
Wow.
A misclick of a part, and Johnny turns to his coach and said, I didn't do anything. Referee points to the spot. And Manu Bashir is on for a fourth. Down the middle save. That could be a huge saving mark in the game. Unless he can make the most from this corner. Saved by Canate. Again.
What's going on?
Somehow. Eusebio misses an open net and Johnny stays alive.
If there's a way to show you that there is a potential avenue back into this game, if you wake up, Johnny, that's what you need. You saved the pen and now you're one-on-one.
How a game could swing. Diego Maradona. Wow.
Can someone explain what is going on here?
What is going on? From the missed penalty down the middle. I'm never a person that, if I'm going to take a pen, I always pick a corner. I don't like going down the middle. It just makes me feel a bit foolish when I miss. But then that corner was fantastic, and then the rebound, and then this is just, wow.
I mean, he's just had a bite there. Maybe he is unsettled from what's happened. He's thought, I need to get the ball back. I need to rectify what I've just done. I've missed 2 huge chances. I've gone down the middle as well. A false goal would have been massive for Manu. He's obviously got a bit excited with his centre-back trying to rectify the early mistake. Johnny just weighs perfectly, times the through ball, and now we have a serious game on our hands.
It can be a cruel old eSport sometimes, can't it, in terms of not making the most of your chances.
Johnny's smelling blood here.
I'll tell you what, Johnny is building. What do you make of the Maradona shout?
I was about to ask Tom the same thing. Not for me, personally. I don't know about you, Tom. That's on, you know. Hold on a second.
Hansen. Is there a Travella available? There was, but the keeper just got a hand on it.
Canate stocks surely are going through the roof right now, because what am I seeing?
He's divided opinion, you know. People are really not sure on Canate. I think we're seeing the answers. And Johnny, you will never have a better chance of getting back in the game. That's 3 huge opportunities missed.
Well, it's one thing they both agree on, because they've both got the Liverpool defender in goal. Maradona.
Manu starting to panic.
Alexia Mateus there was just trying to bundle her way through the back line.
Please return to a vehicle. Your lights are on.
How this game has changed. Manu in another world, another 3-goal cushion behind him, a penalty missed. He's reading it so far, Tom. It's a hard one to read, but 2 or 3 in the last 5 that have come through. He's just been able to match that up on the left back side.
I'm telling you, them small battles where you're reading the through balls and marking, they go a long way. They boost so much confidence. And you really start, I feel like when I hit a few big tackles, I think, yeah, I'm in this game, this is me now. And Johnny, every time he reads the next Manu through ball, every time he tackles like that on the halfway line, he's going to be gaining confidence, and I can see the next big chance going his way.
That's a clever pass. Lucio still got just enough in his legs to keep these runs happening on the right-hand side. Punches it all the way across, shot comes in. Just wide of Manu's right-hand post. He goes straight into a pause now. What could be happening?
Whereas with the coach, it's more so potential changes based on stamina at this key moment in the game. But the way it's going right now, I feel like Johnny's on the ascendancy. He's starting to get a bit of a foothold in this game. Manu, that missed penalty is just a turning point, Tom. You know, psychologically, it has that impact.
Game's changed, let's be honest. But with a pause, with a few changes, what happens next? I'm pretty sure Manu has changed his right back. Could I see a shapeshifter Sesko going at right back now?
Yeah, Lauren James as well.
And Johnny has as well. So the Lucio shuttle run is over. It took 67 minutes.
He's done his doggies.
And they've said, you know what, we'll give you a break. That's now Sesko, who's the next man elected to do the job. Let's see if he can...
That's on, you know.
Tell you what, Maradona...
No pace.
That's the problem with Maradona, isn't it? The lack of pace. That's what we were talking about earlier. He's really good at the ball at his feet, but that pace.
Maradona! Maybe he heard you. Quick corner comes in. There's a flick corner!
Oh, it's so aggressive with the keeper movement. He was never getting there.
He just needs a green.
Yeah.
Timed it yellow. Just a little bit miss-aimed. Timed yellow. Not the traffic lights we want to see.
Fresh off the bench, Lauren James. Manu, desperate for a goal to regain some control. Where's that going to end up?
Oh my goodness.
The next goal is so big in this. How important is it when you're in a momentum period, Tom, that you make the most of it? Because you can feel right now we're on the verge of it shifting back.
Yeah, you can slowly feel it going Manu's way, and the players will be feeling this as well. I think you have to take your chances. Now the longer game formats have come in, we have 9-minute halves. I think when you're on top, you really have to make the most of it. The question is Johnny starting to lose that momentum? He had a real period where Manu looked a bit flustered. He's starting to work his way back in now.
Just over 10 minutes left now of our second quarter final. Winner of this will go through to play Gibaros tomorrow on our Championship Sunday in Riyadh, where by the end of play someone picking up $250,000 in those all-important club championship points. As we look back at that moment again, Tom, how big, as we said, he scores Manu, he's got a 3-goal cushion, there's potentially a completely different ending to this quarter-final.
It's easy to say, but I don't think you can ever go down the middle. Not in a one-off pen, maybe in pen shootouts, you can start to play mind games.
I'm with you.
But I think in a one-off pen, because you just always have that feeling of regret. You start thinking, why did I do that? If I picked a corner and he saved it, it's no problem. He just chose the right way, but I wouldn't have gone middle personally. Manu won't mind the last couple of minutes though. It's slowed down a little bit. He started to win the ball back. He started to get a bit of a control. And the time is just going down here. That's all Manu's going to care about.
We'd like to think as well, Tom, of the amount that they play, there's a bit of grit there just to see out 10 minutes and take all the time in the world of every animation you need to.
Yeah, we'll slowly get to that point where Manu's going to be clock watching really and playing the clock.
What's the ball that could be? Alexi Mateus, she's through. Is it an equaliser?
Wow.
It wasn't time green, was the shot rushed?
It's a difficult one. I don't mind the shot being taken, but I feel like that whole build-up was sensational to trigger the run and play it back. In that situation, do you take an extra touch there, Tom, and then risk the keeper coming out? I don't know.
There's 2 yellows, Ryan. The header and that is 2 yellows. You're playing in a World Cup quarter-final. They have to be green.
How good of a chance is that? It's not going to come round again, you feel. Once in a blue moon in a game that's this tightly contested.
See the way Johnny's stepping so aggressively. He's anticipating Manu taking every negative touch, so he's trying to read that and try and win possession, but Manu's given it away potentially twice anyway. He's got fortunate that time.
Last 3.5 minutes. Manu Bishore on his way to a semi-final in the World Championships. It was back in 2023 where he became a world champion, winning $300,000 by a penalty shootout. He would be just 2 steps away from being a 2-time world champion. If he can hold on to this, it really is in his hands now. Doesn't need to score again. Just needs to hold possession and look after the ball.
That is massive, that throw.
Yep.
That is massive. He nearly got dispossessed.
Yeah.
It resets possession. Manu can now hold the ball for the rest of the game if he wants to, all because that went out for a throw.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have been able to keep it all that time. We're expecting a +2, potentially a +3. And Manu, all you have to do now is keep the ball and you'll be in a World Championship semi-final.
Just one win is all Johnny needs, though.
Oh.
He's hunting for possession. Manu survived 1 minute of the additional. Just needs to hold on for 60 more in-game seconds.
Sesko will win it, surely.
Sesko wins the battle. Is this Johnny's last chance to roll the dice for an equaliser? To keep his FC Pro World Championship alive. The dream is over. As the only remaining German player is eliminated, Team Liquid through to the semi-finals of Manu Bashir. His story is alive of being a two-time world champion.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The composure Manu showed, the quality of goals in that game, and to take down a player like Johnny is fully deserved, and he is on fire.
Let's go! Heartbreak for Johnny. But for Manu Bashir, it's consistency like we've expected from him. He was one of the late runners through to the World Championships, but he's through to a semi-final, and he'll be taking on Gibaros tomorrow. Let's head down on stage now to see how he's feeling.
Congratulations, Manu. Wow, you are a semi-finalist. If you just walk with me here to the centre, because I want you to have your eye on that trophy in front of you. Firstly, how does it feel to be a semi-finalist?
Honestly, like, last days weren't easy for me. I, of course, came through play-ins, but that was not the hardest challenge because I got like sick one day before the event, so I played this whole tournament with a fever and everything I had to go through. So yeah, it was quite a challenge to manage that and yeah, to see how I was going to prepare. And in the end, I think I chose the right approach and it worked. So I'm really thankful that I'm in the semi-final. But yeah, job is not done.
It's not. But are you feeling confident that you can win a world championship in Saudi Arabia again?
It would be weird if now you don't have confidence, you know. So we're on the semi-final. I came through the play-in, so let's see. It's my dream, big dream for me to be the first one to win it twice. But I also know what to do if I want to achieve that dream, and that is to think game by game. And tomorrow Gibaros is my opponent, so let's see.
Okay, it is time to go and crush the key of Johnny, but also Manu. This win means that you have a spot in the FC Pro Open next season. How does that sound?
Yeah, it's also one thing that, of course, played into this game. So, of course, you want to win this tournament, but you know, like, if I get at least semi-finals, that's also huge for the next one. And yeah, really happy.
Okay, here you go. It's time to crush the key.
the old people, like Danny Pitbull is one of the most old people in his area, just won 2 times, and now it's my moment. It's always hard to travel, for example, for the tournament with the school, for example, with the E-Champions League. I know it's a sacrifice and I can do it.
In the grand final, which is 17 years of age, Samu Gamer, your Lega E Serie A champion.
My parents understand my passion, I think, like 1 year ago. At the start, no, because they see me only in one room without a PlayStation, and after when I go to the Serie A like a second player, they see me in television. Now they follow me every tournament. If I have to give an advice to a younger player, I will to say stay hungry, no fear, work every day.
So EA just dropped their biggest update to FC Pro, and in case you've missed it, I'd keep on watching, because this is game changing, especially for those looking to go pro on FC 26. Introducing the brand new Esports Live game mode coming to FC 26. Once you reach Division 4 via Rivals, you can kickstart your FC Pro Open journey by joining ladder competitions with other players in your region. This is where you'll play against the very best of the best in your region, whilst also earning some incredible in-game rewards and officially starting your journey to FC Pro qualification. Simply put, it doesn't mean you need to leave your console to register. Everything is in one place and it's never been easier. You'll be able to navigate the brand new live esports game mode and find out how you can register for the FC Pro 26 ladder. Once you've registered, simply choose your country of residence and get started competing in your region. Agreeing to FC Pro Open rules, which can be signed in-game with a simple click of a button. And just like that, you're ready to go. From matchmaking to squad selection and climbing up the in-game ladders, this is where you'll be able to officially start your journey to becoming an FC Pro. Competing in Pro has never been easier, so do you think you can beat these guys? Grab your controller, start your path to Pro this September.
Wow, welcome back to the FC Pro World Championships. I mean, first things first, great to be joined by Mo and Shells. I might start my journey to Pro, Division 4. Not made it there yet, but I might have a go. FC 26 looks unbelievable, doesn't it?
Yeah, you know, I get nervous. We are close, one and a bit month, so yeah, it's really good. Also, the new format for pros is really good. I think that will get new players excited about the new season to play also pro, and maybe we see new faces next year.
Yeah, maybe we will see new faces, because you've got to get to Division 4, and there's a special... Why are you laughing, Shells? Like, I'm actually going to give that a go. If I get to Division 4, like anybody watching at home, if you get to Division 4, you can enter that game mode in FC 26. There's a reason for you to pre-order it, because you might be here. We might be commentating on you very, very soon. Now, listen, let's talk about what we have just seen. Manu Bashore has booked his place into the semi-final of the FC Pro World Championship. He is 2 games away from potentially becoming the first ever two-time world champion. He's also booked a spot in the FC Pro Open.
I mean, let's not forget, this man has fought through the play-ins and has found himself an FC Pro Open spot for next season, and only one win away from the final and coming the first two-time champ. I mean, a fantastic job for Manu.
Fantastic indeed, and what an amazing concept this is here at the Esports World Cup, because he wasn't even qualified. He came to the play-ins, the last chance qualifier. He's taken his chance, and now he's found himself in the semi-finals.
Yeah, I think it's so hard to qualify from the last chance and from the play-ins, but when you're in here, you have advantage because you're like at 100%. You're really confident that you can beat everyone, and you see it here. He's maybe the best defense in the tournament. So offensively, he don't score every game like 7-8 goals, but he don't need to. I think he deservedly win because he had the chance to lead 4-1. He missed the penalty, and then at the fast break he conceded 3-2. So it could be higher also.
I mean, listen, we're looking at the bracket right now as it stands. Guy Barosh against Manu Bashore is our first semi-final. Next up is Samu Gamer against Levi David. Samu's caught the eye of a lot of people, especially the casters here. Shells, you're a massive fan of a man that you've proclaimed does the dark arts so well.
Yeah, of course, our first experience with Samu Gamer and ECL, but I'm a massive fan of Levi David as well. He is so good and has been so good for a few years now. And this is a tough matchup. The one thing about Samu, he's got a lot of confidence in himself, which is what you need to take down a player like Levi. But Levi wants to get his hand to join his teammate, Manu Bashore, as a World Cup champion.
We're looking at the footage of Samu Gamer in that game where he knocked out Abu Maka, and also a couple of thousand fanatics from Falcon here in Riyadh.
Yeah, I would say on like the recent achievements from Bros, I would say Levi David is a favorite, of course. But Samu Gamer won against Abu Maka, who had like... yeah, when you ask my ear, they were like with 200,000 people in the arena, and you have to be really good and cold to win that game. And I think there's no one who beat him in this round. Levi David is really good, but Samu Gamer, he played fantastic yesterday.
I mean, it says a lot about his mentality, Samu Gamer. The fact that he's only recently just turned 18, he's had a great season, a breakthrough season. He's one game away from qualifying for the FC Pro Open and the semi-finals.
I mean, yeah, and he plays the 4-2-1-3, so if you play anyone in a 4-2-1-3 mode, you know, you could just feel sometimes helpless in a way. But he's got a tough opponent in Levy, which, you know, Levy's one of the best players in FC and has been for the last few seasons. And he's been close to winning some titles and winning some trophies. He has done, but he wants to win this one for sure.
I mean, one thing we have to say is Levi David is a fantastic pro. He's absolutely brilliant. He's always involved in the main events through his own hard work. And when we're looking at the highlights of his game, what have you been so impressed about, Mo?
Yeah, I think Levi David is like you can't press him. He have a really good ball build-up play. He's really calm. Play also like 10 minutes in his defense and try to find the gap. He was the first one who won back-to-back for Champions Cup back in 2020. So he still got it. He won a lot of friendly tournaments, like to practice here. I know that because I'm focused on the pre-tournaments. So yeah, fantastic game.
I mean, I also found out from both of you that Levi David is an exceptional footballer on the real life pitch as well, Mo.
Ooh, man, I thought I can compete with him when I played with him like a real life soccer. He's maybe the best soccer player I know personally.
Best football player you know personally. The Shells, how do you see this one going?
I'm not too sure, to be honest, but I think Levi David with experience will find himself in the semi-finals.
I would say Samu Gamer by like 45%.
And that is the beauty of our casters. They always split down the middle. It's nearly time for the next quarter-final. Levi David against Samu Gamer.
Another brilliant quarter-final game that we just saw here at the Esports World Cup in Riyadh. Manu Bashore taking the win against Johnny. Fancy another really close game, but Manu booked his spot in the semi-final.
That's right. I mean, he's just a few steps away from being crowned the two-time FC Pro champion, which is something that no one else was able to do in history. But we've had another quarterfinal ready to go. Shall we welcome the players?
Let's do this. Introducing our first player. It's Samu Gamer! one of the major breakout stories of the FC25 season and one to watch here in Riyadh. Can the East Syria champion improve what has already been a brilliant season? And his opponent, Levi David. Levi knocked out his teammate Emre Yilmaz to book his place in the quarter-final. He's capable of beating any opponent in this tournament. Is this his moment?
Samu Gamer, Levi David, please come closer. I want to ask you first, you've been rock solid all year. Do you think you have what it takes for the next round?
Yes, I think so. I know Samu's a great player, so definitely going to be a tough match. It's definitely a cliche, but most of the time they are true. So I think I can win this game, but it will definitely be tough.
All right, Samu Gamer, you've been riding the momentum all tournament long, and you're just a few steps away from this trophy. Is there anything you want to say to your opponent?
I respect him. It will be a good match, and we will see.
All right, please shake hands, and let's get this show on the road. Casters, take it away.
Lots of respect there on the main stage between Samu Gamer of FC Torino and Levi David, representing Team Liquid. They've already got a player in the semi-finals of the FC Pro World Championships due Team Liquid. They're looking to make it a 50% Team Liquid semi-finals. Richard Buckley alongside Jaime Alvarez Gravison and Ryan Pessoa. Chaps, these two matched, if you remember correctly, E-Champions League groups. Last game in the groups, both players were already through. Levi David won 4-0. That was only 3 months ago.
Yep.
Surely, Ryan, that is in the back of Samu's mind.
Yeah, especially when it's such a comprehensive win. 4-0 ain't close, right? Let's put it that way. So I think for Samu Gamer, knowing that he'll be up against a player that has defeated him so comfortably before, will of course play into the mindset of him. Will that make him curl up in a ball and play a bit tentative? Or will it, on the other side of things, Gravison, make him think, all right, I need a bit of redemption. There's no way you can beat me like that twice.
Especially because on that match on the group stage, they were both unbeaten. And Samu Gamer, after winning the Serie A and they're being unbeaten on the group stage, you feel like you're invincible.
Yeah.
And then comes this guy that does just destroy you 4-0. It's like, okay, he might be the real deal. And I feel like, I don't know if you guys agree with me, the way Levi plays and the way he keeps the ball against Samu with a 4-2-1-3, I think it's just the matchup is favorable to Levi.
The thing is with the 4-2-1-3 is that you don't even need possession. That's the one thing. That's why a lot of people in the community dislike the formation, but it's something that you can play to its strengths. It's direct. You get the ball rich with your CDMs. They may have incisive plus. All it is a couple passes, and before you know it, you're 1-1.
We've seen two matches today, very, very evenly contested. A 6-5 and a 3-2. Are we in for another tight game, or do we see a convincing victory for either player?
I think it's going to be. I'm gonna go all in on this. I think it's going to be a convincing result for Levi.
Okay. Interesting. I don't know with this one. Honestly, I can't really call it. I gave a prediction on the Gibaros text game. I thought the winner of that one would be by a large margin, and it was close. Maybe I know nothing.
We can see the stats there coming in as we get this match underway. From left to right will be Samu Gamer. From right to left in the black strip, Levi David. Both of these two lost their opening match here at the FC Pro World Championships. They've had to be flawless through the groups and into the knockout bracket, which they have been. Levi beat arguably the favourite alongside Anders Vergang in Emre Yilmaz 4 goals to 3 yesterday. Early chance here for Samu. That is lovely, and he will get the rebound. No, he won't.
Oh, wow. I'll be honest, that's a personal mistake there from Samu Gamer. It's down to the aim. He didn't get it into the corner.
Especially now with the precision shooting, it should have been an easy finish. I mean, he had all the time in the world, really, but...
I'll let you answer this, Richard and Gravison.
I think it's right up there. The shocks, the surprises. It's certainly one of the best Grand Finals, World Championship scenarios we have seen. Just talking about who they beat to get here. On the other side of the coin, Samu Geber beat the fan favourite in Abu Maka. 5-3, just 24 hours ago.
One thing that Facu tried to do for a long time against Samu on that group stage decided match was trying to go by the byline and then pass it back to the cam, but it didn't work at all because, as you can see, with the 4-2-1-3 you have the two midfielders and of course the cam in Harry Kane defending as well. So I feel like Levy playing that 4-5-1, he'll have to attack in a different manner because the way he just attacked in there, I don't think it will work.
Yeah, I feel like Samu will get a lot of success from Levy having possession and then being dispossessed and it's just bringing a quick counter-attack rather than Samu Gamer just keeping the fair share of possession, in my opinion.
You can see the way he just...
Like here, these are the moments, the counter-attack potentially could be on here.
Yeah, this could be a good one. And it all started with Harry Kane. Emmanuel selected him, got the ball back, and just the counter-attack is so quick, Ryan.
We've seen 15 minutes, there's been a lot of interlinking play so far, but nothing quite crystal clear, just like that one. Samu Gamer, he had 2 bites of the cherry earlier in the match, and on this occasion he does find the back of the net. The Italian leads 1-0.
Yeah, I feel like this one was slightly fortunate, of course winning possession back, but in terms of how this game's gone so far in the opening 15, I feel like he deserves to be in front. And one thing, Gravison, that I'm noticing from the way he's playing, he seems fearless.
He does. Especially after that match against Abu Maka, in which pretty much everyone thought that he wasn't the favorite, and not only that, he was playing against Abu Maka and the whole crowd. He didn't seem bothered at all. So I feel like now coming into the quarterfinal, this is probably an easier match mentally because he doesn't have the crowd against him, but probably his opposition is even bigger because Levy, the way he builds up with a 4-5-1, it's probably the best build-up in the whole game.
We are back underway, 16 minutes on the clock. Quarter-final stages here in your FC Pro World Championships. The big names are falling by the wayside. Levi David and Samu Gamer, only one will progress into the semi-final.
Look at Harry Kane again with another ball back. It's just, I don't see a way in which if you attack like that, you can get through.
That's the thing about the 4-2-1-3. If you're disciplined, you don't pull players out of position and you track back with that cam, it's very hard to break down.
Of course, you got a second man press with the midfielders as well.
Yeah.
Chance on the finesse. He actually went for the near post there.
I like that.
Yeah, I do as well.
Saw the goalkeeper movement coming in and quickly shifted it across to find the near post. It feels like we're playing a chess match here between these two. Both know exactly what the other's strengths are and how they want to operate on the match.
One thing about Levy, he'll change formation easily. I mean, just the pull he has with the... Oh, this is beautiful.
You know.
Eusebio. That's all fake there, and again he went for the near post, but that far post was begging.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see from this corner. He's going to whip in, and Kane's going to leap, but doesn't time it green that time. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, and we played in tournaments before, Gravison, and it's just you overplay sometimes. When it's the obvious thing, you sometimes try and think to do something extraordinary when you don't need to.
It happened to Tex in his match just a few hours ago. I mean, it's a hard one. Ooh, this is beautiful.
Lucio is an attacking fullback, digged into the back post. Harry Kane levels up the tie for Levy.
As we can see, this is the way Levy needs to attack, triggering the runs with, in this case, Lucio and the fullbacks. Because I feel like if you just attack slowly, there won't be any space at all. So as you can see, there was a beautiful, beautiful run. You can see how Lucio's been triggered, pass it to him, and Harry Kane won't miss that at all. I mean, the second man press with Mamardashvili came out really slow in a way, and I feel like he could have probably player switched into Mamardashvili as well, but he didn't. That's 1-1.
We don't see a lot of that back post cross used. Yeah. A lot of the time you try and work it back inside, you'll recycle to the edge. It's a nice attack.
It is. To be honest, it's not something I would have played. I didn't think it was on just because it's up against Mamardashvili, but as you mentioned, the second man press sort of gave him the extra step towards the player in possession, so he sort of allowed Kane to lurk in behind.
Fascinating game, this.
Curious to see if Levy is going to stick with a 4-5-1 or he'll change.
Look to the bottom left corner there. Samu Gamer's coach. Almost talking the entire match.
Yeah, was that in one of the previous rounds? Where I think was it in the last round? Was it the round before that? I actually can't remember, but he was genuinely macro-managing every aspect of it.
You missed 2 players. Would you be happy with that?
I hated it. Don't talk to me. Wow.
What a ball.
Harry Kane in on goal to make it 2. Travella around the keeper. Made it easy as the goalkeeper rushed out. Levy wants the crowd getting loud as he scores his second of the game with Harry Kane.
Yeah, he turned defence into attack very, very quickly there. You can see the triggered run from Harry Kane. It seemed like it was in acres of space, but it looks simple enough, but it's purely down to the timing of Levy. Look at this, Harry Kane in the middle there being triggered, also being in behind. And then once you're in that position, it's just about composure and picking the right choice. You don't need to even try and time that shot, in my opinion, and he does that correctly, so it doesn't lead to a missed opportunity.
I feel it's more of a, I totally agree with you, because I feel like it's more of a timing thing and the distance to the keeper, because it doesn't have to be green or anything.
Yeah.
If the keeper is coming at you and you just Trivella, it's going to go in.
Sammy Gamer did open the scoring in this quarter-final, but since then, Levy has answered back with 2 quick-fire goals. Harry Kane's on a hat-trick as he slid through here, slides it past the goalkeeper in the blink of an eye. Levy is in pole position to join his Team Liquid teammate Manu in a semi-final, Ryan.
Yeah, sensational stuff again. Poor, in my opinion, from Samu Gamer to lose the ball so quickly after kick-off. In these moments, you can't afford to make those type of mistakes, especially against an opponent with the skill set Levy has. And then you'll see Gravison just quick, snappy passing, beautifully worked, doesn't overplay it, and a great finish.
That's the thing with the 4-5-1. I was curious to see if he was going to change it, but the way he just attacked now was just beautiful, because he triggered the run with the right midfielder, and there's nothing you can do really, because when you do that and you get the ball to your other midfielder, you can get the ball to Kane or to the midfielder. It's really a 50-50 situation which you gotta defend one. And I mean, I feel like when he attacks like that, putting bodies forward, it seems like it's working for him. And I did mention it yesterday in Samu's match against Abu Maka. I feel like when he has to defend with his centre backs manually, he struggles. When you're attacking on the wing, he's comfortable. He likes the 4-2-1-3. He's disciplined, as Ryan mentioned. But when he has to manually defend with the centre backs, I don't think he's that comfortable.
Perfect hat-trick as well for Harry Kane.
Yeah.
You know, left foot, right foot. Levy flying at the moment. It was a really, really quick start as well. I've got to say, from Samu, we had the early chance where the goalkeeper made the double save. He then scored not too long after it, but inexperience off the kickoff to give the ball straight back. As you can see here, Team Secret picking up Rainbow Six Siege here at the Esports World Cup, their championship moment. Congratulations to Team Secret. 1,000 points at the Esports World Cup Club Championship going their way. And those points will be pivotal, and FC could play a huge factor in this tournament. If Levy and Manu are runner-up and first place, that is a huge Team Liquid haul potentially coming in, which will dethrone Team Falcons at the top of the table.
Especially with Team Falcons being eliminated in rounds of 16, that's a huge difference.
Yes, no points.
Yeah. Let's jump back into the action here. Once again, congratulations to Team Secret in Rainbow Six Siege. As we approach half-time, Levy David leading 3-1. Eusebio could make it 4. Trevella at the near post. Good save from Kanate. There's going to be a corner whipped in very quickly to the near post. Dream time header! And Levy has simply turned this game on its head.
Wow, I mean, there's nothing you can do really with this corner, so I don't think we gotta break it down a lot, Ryan. But we've seen Samu against the ropes in the group stage. Also, he had a tough match in the round of 16. But I'm really looking forward to seeing if he's able to change formations and tactics or the way he plays. Because, of course, we've seen him play the 4-2-1-3 a lot, which he does really in a beautiful way. But it's not working now for him.
Does he have a plan B, Ryan?
That's the thing. Me personally, playing the 4-2-1-3, you have to play a certain way. You have to utilize the through balls, and if it's not working, especially if you're down by a couple of goals like Samu is right now, it is not the formation you want to be playing to chase a game and to press. The only way he will get chances again is if Levy rushes. And I feel like Levy's not going to, not at all. Levy's going to be disciplined. He's got Renzo over his shoulder, and Renzo will be telling him, hey, don't you dare even think about rushing an attack when you're up by 3 goals in a quarter-final of the FC Pro World Championships.
There's certain players that if you give them a lead, the chance of you getting back into that game is slim to none. And Levy is near the top of that list. As we approach half-time here, the referee blows up. Samu Gamer 1, Levy David 4. And we have to remind you, Samu Gamer scored first, Gravison, but it very, very quickly unravelled.
I think it's just a tactical advantage for Levy with the way he plays with a 4-5-1. You gotta press.
There, look at Samu.
Maybe it's a way for him to block the noise. Maybe a way to catch the breath.
Yeah, to reset maybe. Or is it just an outpour of emotion that just comes with being so young, being so... I was going to say nervous. It doesn't seem nervous. It's not nervous.
How old were you when
World Championship
2017 when you made that World Championship?
Yeah, World Championship. I was 19.
Did it feel a little bit overbearing at times?
No. I got grouped. What's a pass? Oh, that should be 5. But no, I got grouped in my tournament. Finished 5th out of 8. But I didn't feel nervous, to be honest with you. No.
Maybe overwhelmed in some situation?
No. I don't know. I felt worse before that. Or afterwards, to be honest with you.
Have you ever felt like that, Grav, in your sort of career where like in a game, it's quite rare that we see moments like that?
I feel like I have. I feel like the first time you jump onto the world stage and you're playing against, I don't know, really dominating player.
Good chance. Nuno Mendes onside, driving towards goal. He opened up the near post. As much as we have to say that, as this corner comes in, it is glanced towards goal, but Konate will win it. He just played in the most hostile environment possible yesterday.
He did.
Against Abu Maka on the stage with 1,000, 1,500 Team Falcons fans jeering and booing his every goal.
He doesn't seem nervous, if I'm being honest with you. Oh, beautiful play. Yusef was going to get there, and that goes wide.
Got to go in. That has to go in.
I feel like sometimes you're 4-1 down and you're thinking, what have I done wrong? Because I'm not playing bad mechanically, I'm defending well. And sometimes it's just that tactically there's nothing you can do really with the way you've been playing. So for me, that feels like overwhelming in some situations, especially for a younger, because he feels like, okay, I'm playing well, doing nothing wrong, but I'm losing this match 1-4.
Would have been in there again. A little bit of an update as well for you with a couple of obviously titles wrapping up here for this week. Right now, as it stands, Team Falcons 3,500 points, Team Liquid 3,500 points.
Wow.
It is dead even at the top of the table at the Esports World Cup Club Championships. If Levy wins this game, which it looks like it's going to be, that's a top 4 finish guaranteed for 2 Team Liquid players.
That minimum, 600 points between just
massive haul.
Massive.
Those 2 players. Still, potentially, they could even go on to win it, which would be crazy for.
I mean, with the way Manu and Levy's playing, it seems like they're the favorites, I would say.
Gamer, lovely through ball. Cantona, that's got to go in, and he does on the rebound.
And a little bit of motivation for Samuel Gamer.
I'll be honest with you, he's had quite a few opportunities, Samu, this game. And I feel like with the about 30 or so-ish minutes left to be played, he's put himself in with a fighting chance.
You can see now the pink pass being used pretty much in every single pass. And Cantona, one of the MVPs of the tournament so far. He missed it, but then Eusebio got the chance and he wasn't lucky with it. He wasn't happy with it.
Put that fist down.
Fist bump.
Don't touch me.
Is that you with shells when you were playing? Like, don't even talk to me.
We're 4-2 down. We've got work to do.
Vega. The support for Samu Gamer coming in from home.
Bye, Samu.
I didn't quite know the pronunciation of the first word.
I'm glad you took it, not me, because I don't know what would have happened there.
I'm glad to across. I'm like, are you going to take this line or is this me? 30 minutes left to play. We've had extra time already. We've had late drama here on the Saturday of your FC Pro World Championships. By the end of today, we'll find 4 players going into Championship Sunday. There's a finesse, but a good block.
Yeah, that's the Emre Yilmaz there.
Yes, it is.
Through ball.
No way.
He's going to get there.
Surely not. I was going to say. Wow.
I know this is very cliche, but the next goal in this game is everything.
It is.
Samu gets it, the nerves for Levy then will start to build up. Red time, he tried to get a Trivela angle, but Marquinhos couldn't get the correct animation.
If there's John Scott in the stadium, can you please make yourself known to the nearest steward? Thank you.
Side.
Yeah.
I saw the flight.
You can see how now Samu is attacking with many more options because he's triggering runs to enter midfielders now because he has to put bodies forward, really. He doesn't change formation, at least he has to go forward.
A lot of space once again for you, Eusebio. Just to drive into for Levy. He's a recycle on the edge of the box. Vitinha doesn't really have an option there. He might have to just go backwards and reset the play here. That's what he's going to do. Look at the feet there, potentially, around the corner for Messi.
This is lovely.
Finesse, green time, good save from Konate.
Great game management, and this could be a good one. In short, Richard.
Short corner being played. Big fan of it. Lucio gets the shot away when corners are so strong.
Look at Cantona now.
Just feel as though he's a bit of a waste if you don't whip it in. Marquinhos, that's a poor pass. Mistakes just creeping in here, Ryan. With 20 minutes left to play.
Yeah, you can see Samu Gamer's trying to up the tempo and play passes a lot quicker. But it's not really resulting in anything where he can build up a good attack. He just seems to be giving away possession here. And Levy, uncharacteristically, giving away possession right on cue as well.
I won't take this curse. From Ryan Pessoa.
Like that all weekend. You don't want me predicting for you to win, trust me.
I think this is the first time we've been in the booth together, Ryan.
Yeah, it has.
Over the weekend.
We're over 6 months.
First time through ball, double tap, so he's just taken off the toe of Eusebio. How would you like to see his last 15 minutes played, Grab, from both perspectives?
I feel like Samu has to change formation at least, and I like the way he's playing with a higher tempo now, with the timpers as well. But I don't see Levy losing possession in these instances.
Yeah, that's
too good with the game management.
100%. Something that I've learned over the years as well. When you're in a position like this, you need to take positive touches. Back post, Eusebio for the tap-in, and that will be Levy David 5-2 up. And surely game, set and match.
Back post cross, Levy David. Once again, re-establishes complete control in this matchup. The pace and the tempo was trying to be improved from Samu Gamer, but a lovely pass
First from Messi, then from Kane. One touch, FC. And Eusebio puts it in the back of the net, and Levy is off his chair because he knows, Grav, that should be that.
That should be game and match for sure. I mean, the way he just tried to keep the ball as much as possible from the defense, and as soon as the team press came in, he got the ball to the right back. Just a long ball pass to Messi, and he was open.
What he done really well with Messi there, you can see Sami Gueye anticipated a pass backwards, and I was just about to speak on that. When you're in a winning position and someone is chasing the game, the one thing that a lot of people do wrong is you take a negative touch. When I mean negative touch, you take a touch back towards your own goal. Your opponent's going to more often than not predict that. You're going to get bundled, give away possession. The best thing to do is take a touch forward, always. What to say? Situation, of course, but more often than not, it's best to take a touch forward.
How disappointed will Sami Gueye be with this performance? You look at what he did yesterday against Abu Maka, you look at what he's done earlier in the tournament. It's been very, very good FC from him, but just a few errors creeping in. The kick-off, passing in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, in front of goal, not being...
Not clinical.
Yeah, that's the perfect word. Not clinical enough. He had opportunities, in my opinion, Gravison.
I feel like this is a great lesson for him. He's just 17 now, long career ahead, but if you don't have a poor formation, you'll be punished, especially at this stage of the game, because Levy will be able to play 3, 4, 5 different ways, and it seems like Samu, as great as he is, because he's probably one of my favorite players, he just had a game and plan A, really.
Everybody has a kryptonite.
This is lovely from Levy.
Levy, just with the player lock, can't quite find his way into the box.
I do think the game style for Samu wasn't favorable. Really, I think Levy and the way Levy plays is probably the kryptonite for Samu, especially with the three midfielders and the 4-5-1.
He did it a couple of times and didn't bring him down. He was trying with Nuno Mendes, trying to get a hand of the shirt. It feels, Ryan, like a big, decisive factor in this match has been experience.
Yeah, experience and who can take their chances. It's not even a thing where Samu hasn't created. For like the start of the game, the opening 15 or 20, he had quite a fair few opportunities with Eusebio in front of goal, and it was just down to the aim. Like there was one where if he aimed it towards a corner, but from the rebound, I think it fell to Ronaldinho, was it? Yes. That has to go in.
Even the finesse shot, when he finessed it to the post, he opens his body up there.
Yeah, it's a goal.
Absolutely. You just see these first time through balls. Levy has read the game plan. He's dissected it, and he knows that his semi-final awaits. Team Liquid will have 2 of the 4 FC Pro World Championship semi-finalists. Sami Gueye's season comes to a close, and Levy David is a semi-finalist. Once again, FC Pro Open with his name on it for FC 26. And he is a serial winner. Whether it's top 5, top 3, you name it, Levy's name is usually on it. And he will crush another key. Fancy is down with Levy right now.
Congratulations, Levy David. You once again lock another semi-final. But do you think you have what it takes to take it all the way? Because all season we've seen you in a lot of semi-finals.
Do I have some time to enjoy this moment now?
Absolutely, of course you do.
No, obviously feeling buzzing to win this game. Now looking forward to the semi-finals. Either gonna be Obrun or Breeze. To be honest, this tournament, I think the level is crazy high. This game, I felt really comfortable. Samu's one of the best players in the world, and I think I didn't really got into problems this game.
Absolutely, but who would you rather face in the semi-final, Bryce or Obrun?
Yeah, I don't mind. I think the one who wins that game is probably the better on the day. Obrun, I lost to him in the semi-final of the Pro Open. So if I come up against him, I need my revenge. You know, the other side, Breeze is also a top tier player. One of his first LAN tournaments where he goes really far. So I think he has the momentum. He beat Nicolas. That's also one of the biggest, if not the biggest name in the scene. So yeah, it doesn't really matter to me.
I mean, also you have the momentum as well. You've been carrying through all tournament wrong, but at the same time, you know what it means. You're gonna go and crush another key. So please join me to the key crusher as you enjoy this moment, and with the fact that you are now one of the top 4 players in the world.
This land is calling.
I'm joined by Paolo Neto, Young and Emre Yilmaz to test their FC25 Ultimate Team knowledge. We're going to be playing Guess the Player. A series of players will appear on the screen and a series of clues will be given to our 3 lucky contestants here. So basically how it's going to work is when you think you know the answer, buzz in. Here we go then. Round 1 of Guess the Player. There's your first clue.
Oh, no way you guys going to say that know the player.
No.
Okay, we need more. We need more
clues.
Yeah, more.
Okay, right, we'll give you some stats then. Here's clue number 2. 98.
Isak.
Emre Yilmaz. Alexander Isak is the first item there.
So I'm going to be the last one, surely.
Here we go, round 2. First clue.
Oh my god.
Lots of different items, of course, from this promo. We'll give you some clues. Here we go, some stats on the screen now.
Oh my god.
I think one more clue, probably.
All right, we'll give you some play styles. Emre Yilmaz.
Is it McAllister?
No.
You're out.
You're out for this next guess. Bring in the next clue, please.
Benzema.
No! N'Golo Kante.
It's N'Golo Kante. How is... Let's jump into round 3 now. We're going to go over to some icons. Here's your first clue.
We need more.
Oh, Immortal, yeah.
Right,
yeah.
here's your stats now for this icon.
I think it's Puskas.
Wrong. It's not Puskas. Should we give you some play styles? Here's your next clue.
Oh, I know.
Young.
Okay.
Correct.
Ah, let come down.
Into round 4 now. Next clue.
Yeah.
Young.
Van Dijk?
Correct. Oh, what? He's on a roll.
You're from Netherlands, you should guess it.
Right, into round 5 now.
I don't know what is that.
Right, let's give you some stats now.
Oh
It's a goalkeeper. Paolo, who is it?
no. Peter Crouch.
It is Peter Crouch. I don't know how he's not a goalkeeper item, but he does. Still a long way to go. Right, into round 6. Back to some icons, I believe.
Pele?
No. Not Pele. Bill. Correct, Gareth Bale. To round 7 now. This is getting quite tight between these two, especially. Let's get some stats on screen. Right. It is. I'll tell you what. You're on 3 points. Young's on 3 points. Paolo, you're out of it, unfortunately, at this point. The deciding round, the final round of Guess the Player, wins for wild card. Let's get some stats on screen.
Somebody's gonna win. Sure.
Right, we'll have some play styles and hopefully we'll get a few guesses off that. No, right, this is it. Full. Emre Yilmaz. You are correct. 4 points on the board for you. Well, there we have it. There's one clear winner when it comes to FC25 knowledge and Emre Yilmaz. But who will come out on top on the virtual pitch this week in Riyadh at the Esports World Cup?
Hello and welcome back to the FC Pro World Championship. You are looking at the Club Championship rankings. It's Championship weekend here. A bit of context for you. Manu Bashore's win today meant Liquids and Falcons are even. But Falcons, of course, are expecting strong points from the COD Warzone finals, which are happening here in Riyadh right now. G2 with their second place have moved into the top 10 and are eligible for the Club Championship prize money. A quick reminder, the team who finish in first position gets 7 million.
Incredible. I mean, look, Team Falcons last year were the club champions. You could argue it was sort of written in the stars, wasn't it? And they are so close to maybe doing it again this year. But there's one team, especially in our esport, EAFC, that could cause a few problems, FG.
Yeah, absolutely. We're looking at the club championships and we're seeing how much it means for this esport. I mean, this tournament here in Riyadh is absolutely incredible. Shall I tell you what else is incredible? A little promo video, some very exciting news we have got about the next FC Pro Open Global Qualifier.
Are you ready for this?
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 The FC Pro Open Global Qualifier is going stateside. New season, new tactics,
game on!
New names,
Incredible stuff.
new rivalries.
This one is personal.
There's unfinished business in the FC Pro Open.
Think you can beat the best? FC Pro Open Global Qualifier at DreamHack Atlanta.
Your FC Pro Open champion!
Wow, huge news for our global qualifier, and also huge news in the FC Pro World Championships. 5-star Levi David has knocked out Samu Gamer. He's got himself a place at the FC Pro Open as well.
Some absolutely massive games so far, and obviously we've got our tournament favourite. A lot of people have been speaking about coming up, Oberon, but Levy has surprised me there. That was a really controlling performance, especially after the way Samu played yesterday. Full credit to Levy, that was unbelievable.
We are watching FC at the highest quality here. We've got 3 of our players through to tomorrow, 1 more fixture remaining. How do you see this one going between Oberon and Bryce?
I think really you would come into this and you would say there's only one winner in Oberon, but you probably would have said the same about last night, because he played Nicholas last night and he beat Nicholas by quite some swing. You see Oberon arriving there with Giovi as coach. Can we just say, by the way, they're kicking off nearly at about 11 p.m. this evening. I know there was a little bit of a delay because of the extra time we had in game 1. I spoke to Oberon just minutes before coming on to this part of the show, and I said, how are you feeling? You've had to wait a long time to play this game. He went, yeah, it's been a bit of a wait.
It has been a bit of a way. I also noticed that he wasn't walking in alongside his opponent, a little bit like Tex was earlier on. You weren't too happy with that. The mind games didn't work. Oberon is a fantastic player, and in his way is Bryce, who's been brilliant as well.
Yeah, I mean, I've had the pleasure of playing Bryce quite a lot this season. Mechanically, unbelievable. And he can also switch it up very quickly. He can hit you with the first time through was in the counter-attack. And when it's his chance to win, and he knows he can keep hold of the ball. He will keep hold of the ball. He was really good at keeping possession. You see a few of his goals here. I mean, full of confidence when you beat Nicholas.
It's more what happened in that game, FG. What is it? 1-1 in the 51st minute. Before you know, you blink and Bryce is, I think, 4-1 up in the game against Nicholas. I came into the green room yesterday and I went, hang on a second, that can't be right. Nicholas is 4-1 down, but he was, and he was outclassed.
Nicholas, one of the favourites of the tournament, by the way, a man that we spoke about so much. Have we let Bryce slip under the radar a little bit in these World Championships?
Yeah, massively. I think his performance in the E-Champions League, he went crashing out early, as we see the team he's using. He went out early and no one backed him, let's be honest. He is not on anyone's list, and now we could all be eating our words because he is on fire. But he does have a mammoth task here. If he beats Oberon, the clear tournament favourite in my eyes, then he could go all the way.
I mean, you're saying he's a clear tournament favourite. Are you agreeing that Oberon is up there?
100%, and if anything, you feel like this is potentially his bracket, his time. I think his past couple of World Championships, he's never had anything less than the top 4, FG. He's always been there in terms of the consistency. The bracket, how it's looking right now, no FC Pro World Champion in there in Anders Vergang, no Esports World Cup Champion, no Nicholas, no Tex. He can beat Bryce, which would be a favourable matchup. Again, we say no offence to Bryce, but just on paper, it's a really favourable matchup. For a game to win $70,000 and you're playing against Bryce compared to Nicholas, you'd say that any day of the week.
I mean, when we look at Oberon, the last result he had against Jafonso, that's a result in itself. We were sat back and we were sort of like, this is something special.
It's a statement performance. It's basically saying, I'm the best player here. Like, you can tell with the gameplay, normally there's one player that catches fire. Last year it was Anders. From what we've seen so far, it's Oberon. He beat Anders in the first game, obviously went through his bracket. He's made light work of Jafonso. He made Jafonso look amateur. I think Ryan said to me earlier, he believes it's the best FC he's seen this year from Oberon in this game. Look at that player lock delay. I'm sorry, some of the mechanics, some of the patience. And when Oberon gets down the byline, you might as well start taking kick-off.
Don't know if we'll get to see it, FG, but I think he has a 7th goal in this game. And it's a ball roll, low-driven Trivella shot, and the way he hits it is ridiculous. And I think Jafonso just turns around and just applauds it. And for him to do that in a game that he's been eliminated says enough of how good the Italian has been.
I mean, listen, the quality in this tournament has been incredible. What you'd be silly to doubt against or bet against Oberon in this next round of fixtures. Oberon versus Bryce is up next, and we are going to complete our whole semi-final list at the FC Pro World Championships.
3 quarterfinals down, one more to go as we see Livy De Veer taking the spot and punching his ticket all the way to the semifinals. But you gotta give it up to Samuel Gamer. Nicole, he did great all tournament long, and come on, he's one of the youngest players to ever touch the game.
Oh, I've been so impressed with Samuel Gamer. What a performance from him at this tournament. He should be so proud of himself. I've been on the edge of my seat in these quarterfinals, but fancy we have one more left to go. Who is going to book that final spot in tomorrow's semi-finals? Well, we're about to find out.
Absolutely. So let's welcome our first player walking on stage. Give it up for Price. Representing Team Vitality, he's turned games on their head time and time again. Can the young star keep that momentum rolling all the way to the semis? And his opponent, Ubron. After the heartbreak of the FC Pro Final, he's here for redemption, and he's been performing at the top level all tournament long. Just a few matches away from the trophy.
Okay, Oberon, Bryce, if you come a little bit closer, please. Oberon, you've been the one to watch in this tournament so far. Can you win this and get through to the semi-final?
I hope. I hope. Yeah, I can play good, but every game is tough, so I just want to focus.
And Bryce, you're used to being the underdog. Can you beat this guy?
Yeah, if I play at my best, I hope, but he's a great player, and yeah, I have to give everything.
Okay, good luck. Shake hands and take your seats. Get ready for your game. Casters, take it away.
3 quarterfinals completed, 1 to go. This might be the biggest game of the day because on one side we have Breeze, who's probably the underdog the whole tournament. I mean, yesterday he did eliminate, in my opinion, the GOAT of this game, Nicholas. But on the other side we have arguably the best player in the competition so far because Oberon, the way he beat Anders in the group stage, but not only that, the way he destroyed Jafonso as well in round 16. I feel like this is a big one coming up. Myself, Jaime Alvarez, also known by Gravesen, joined by Shells, EPL champion, and Moauba, world champion of 2019. Guys, this is a big one.
Yeah, it's a big one, of course. But as we quickly go over to Warzone, where Twisted Minds have become the champions of the Warzone game. And that's a big thing with the World Championship, Club Championship rankings. That will help them climb the ladder. I don't know exactly where that puts them, but congratulations to them, of course, becoming the Warzone champions.
That's a big one.
Yes, congrats. And also here, we saw like Team Liquid's got a lot of points with like Bachore and Levi de Wirt going into the semifinals, so that will be big tomorrow. I think there will be a lot of Falcons fans also in the arena and hope they will lose, to be honest.
I'm looking forward to 50-50 really. 50 Team Falcons, 50 Team Liquid on the crowd.
They'll definitely play a lot, and imagine we see a Team Liquid final between Levi and Manu, but before we get into that, we need to find the last spot of the top 4. Is it going to be Oberon or Bryce? And going into this game, like you said, this is a matchup. For me, I think this is a chess match because we've got Bryce that is known for possession play style. He likes to keep the ball, take his time, but Oberon on the counter-attack. This might be the scariest man on FC25, and you saw his performance yesterday. That, like I said with Ryan, the best performance we've seen this weekend, I think, of anyone.
You know, what Oberon amazed me is like he's, since the first day of EAFC from 24-25, he's the best player. Like,
yeah.
When you see the first stage of the qualification to be here, he was like 20-0 against pros. Then also in the Pro Open, he beat everything Pro Open qualifier. So I think he might be the best player this year constantly.
He had just one loss against Anders, and in this group stage, he took his revenge. So the only thing left really is the title, Shells.
Yeah, I mean, and he's looking to get in with his playstyle. I know I'm talking about the dark arts, but he was doing the first time through balls back in October and November. So, like you said, Mo, he's been flying at the start of the year, and to cap off the season, he's definitely trying to win it all.
Seems like the game is ready. Players are ready. Oberon against Breeze. Last game of the day. Last game of the quarterfinals.
And remember, at stake is $70,000 and also a spot in the SC Pro Open for next season. Mo, we know. Jay, also you know. Imagine just having your season secured already for next season, what it could do for you, with your team journey, as we kick off underway.
We kick off underway indeed. From left to right we have the French player, we have Breeze with the white shirt, and from right to left we have the Italian player, Oberon, wearing the black stripe.
Any predictions?
I think Oberon takes it home. Mo, what do you think?
You know, he's my favorite the whole tournament, so I have to stick with my horse, I think.
Not Guru Barros?
Guru Barros, I said he's in the final. I never said he winning the tournament. So I expected Oberon, Guru Barros final, so I'm still there. And I will flex when that comes tomorrow. You will hear a lot from me.
Let me just talk about a little thing, because Nicolas did tweet yesterday. An interesting tweet, because I feel like Nicolas always believes that he's done enough to win his matches, but yesterday he just tweeted that he wasn't as superior as he thought he would be. Reed was just a better player, and he was a fair winner as well.
Yeah, I mean, Nicolas, he's a true professional. You know, I feel like every time he does moan, there's a good reason. I feel like when Nico moans, he has a real reason to moan, which is fair to say, because he knows when he deserves to win or lose, which most people, I think, when I lose, I always got an excuse ready.
No, I wouldn't tweet like that, but I have to laugh, because there was maybe the same tweet he posted when I beat him in 19 in the semi-final. It was like, yeah, he didn't play good and Mo deserved it. But I think Nicolas knew and know when he plays 100%, it's hard to beat. So always when he loses, he say like, oh, I think I didn't play good. And that's real. When I play Nicolas, I hope he has a bad day, to be honest.
I mean, we all do, and of course, Brice expected it as well. As we can see, the first attack, well defended by Mamardashvili. Another question that I wanted to ask you guys: if you were playing this tournament, would you be starting with Mamardashvili?
Yes, well, I'm the biggest fanboy of him because he's like, he can compete with Stam and Van de Ven. He's not that good like them, but he's cheap. Like, he costs like
20k.
20k, so
cheap.
I think price-wise, he's the best player in the game.
As well, I think you need him in the team just to be able to defend everyone else's Mamardashvili. We've seen him win headers all the time, and I think you just need to try and contest it as best as you can. But yeah, for the value of coins, I think he has to be in the field.
For me, the new players who expressed me a lot was like that Seshko and Lucio.
Yep.
They're both right backs. They have the best body type, they run, they are really good offensively also.
Great Trivela to make it 1-0. It came out of nowhere. It did happen against Nicolas in the group stage, in the round of 16, sorry. It did happen on the group stage against Puma. Those Trivelas, they come out of nowhere, but they fly in.
Brice's Trivelas, listen, I've been a victim of these Trivelas myself, but it came out of nowhere. But this is why I said Brice likes to keep hold of the ball, and will be very comfortable with possession. So if he can slow down Oban in transition, it could be a long day for Oban, but what a Trivela.
Yeah. Is it official, Mo? Are we in Trivela town now?
Yeah, bro. I think Brice is the best Trivela player this year. I have to respect Richard Buckley because I had to talk about Brice and I said like he's really good defensively and offensively. He also can score. He say he's a little bit more Trivela, like he needed Trivela to score goals. So I see it in like the first 12 minutes, the first shot, first goal. I think Ubun had to like to watch him before the game, you know, to have some analysis of him.
Of course, I mean, in the way. It was the last kick of the game against Puma, and he was eliminated from the tournament. He was losing by 1 goal, and that Trivela with Matuidi, it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can prep for the match shells, but still, if the timing is right, you probably don't expect it.
Yeah, but it's also, you got to think, everyone at this stage can do everything, and it's so hard to try and guard, play a lot of Trivelas, finesses, so it was a peekaboo, to be fair. You got to give credit to Brice. I think Oban wasn't expecting it, but maybe this is Brice's breakout tournament. We've seen him take down the French League, 5-time French League champion in Fuma, and everyone was surprised about taking him out on the Iceman yesterday, Nicolas. Maybe Brice is the one to watch, and maybe beating Oban will put him down and make a statement for himself.
You know, when I play Brice, in my head is like the 1-0 lead is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you lead against him, it's like a good way to start. Then you have to attack. But he is one of the best, like to hold a lead until the end.
I feel we've had those players throughout the whole history of the game. I mean, remember back in 2017, if you were 1-0 down to Deto, I mean, you'll be in danger. And of course, it's a similar one with Nicolas back in the days in 2019, and it's still happening now with Brice. It's just a game style which I think, Mo, it wasn't your game style really.
No, I was like the main difference to it. So that's why I said like when I consider a goal against like a ball position player or defensive brilliant player, my whole game changed. Like I was like ooh, and but I expect Obrun, he's offensive too good that like he don't score like 2 or 3 goals in a whole game.
As we just see Chibrolata officials Twitch chat comment, come on Brice. The team vitality guys and fans are over there because that's an important match for them as well.
Yeah, it's an important match, and of course he's playing against Obrun, who is a fantastic player, but to be fair, the first 25 minutes Brice has kept him quite quiet, which is a good, promising sign for all the team vitality fans. But Brice has started off this game very well. He's trying to get an opportunity here, look for the reset, look and see how patient he is on the ball. That's the thing about him, he's not going to rush anything that he's not happy with.
No, not really, as you can see the first mistake from him, really.
Still no chance for Obrun. I'm really impressed from defense, pressing what he do, but also like in the back Oh, Lukaku's the best left back in the game. Yeah, he's really good defensively.
I mean, that's the reason why he's conceded just the least amount of goals possible. And really, another thing that I wanted to mention, the Greece percentage of possession throughout the whole tournament, 61% against 37% of Obrun. I mean, that's obviously a big clash of style there, Shells.
Yeah, it's a big clash, and this is why I say it's kind of like a chess match, and Reece got what he wanted, the 1-0 lead early on, and you got to think, Obrun's average possession is what, 31 did you say?
37.
37, so you got to think, this is how he plays, and he likes to play the first time through ball to take the space early on, and if it's not working out...
you just called it.
Yes.
I mean...
If it's not working out, it's going to give Bryce the ball back, and that's what he wants, and there's going to be a real tough game for Obrun right now.
It is, as you see, probably just saw the first big chance for Obrun, which was just offside by a few centimeters, but still, it seems like Bryce is happy with the way he's playing. He's just, as you can see, holding the ball as much as possible, passing it to Reece James, and this is good, where it could be dangerous. Cantona inside the box. Be careful because the Trivela town might be coming. He's not rushing really, he's just going back and forth. This is a really tough position to defend in.
So hard to defend it. You want to make pressure, but you can't do it too much, you know. That's what Reece waiting for. So it will get frustrate me, to be honest.
But this is the space Obrun always loves, just tacking the byline, waiting for his team to progress up the pitch. The first time we kind of seen him in Breeze's final third. Let's see if he can make a good opportunity, but good recovery from Breeze once again, forcing Obrun back into the middle of the pitch.
That player switching is amazing.
It is amazing. Oh, a chance for a Trivela. It was low driven, saved by the keeper. Now another chance for Mamardashvili, saved by Konate. And it seems like, of course, we were talking about Trivelas. Breeze's ones are different. But I mean, that ball run to low-driven Trivela, it seems like it's working perfectly for Obrun.
Yeah, as he's tried to get another Trivela off there, I think. But the ball roll low-driven Trivelas, I honestly ain't seen them until this weekend.
Yeah, same.
So maybe, see, you learn something new every day because Obrun's teaching us a new finishing style, but that was a great effort.
Now there is another chance for Trivela! Saved by Peter Crouch. This is really something amazing that we can see in FC 25, especially when we're playing in August. Konate and Peter Crouch as goalkeepers. Have you ever seen that, guys?
We would have seen the day. But we see Konate in goal yesterday, but he was still playing centre-back with that slide tackle he made. I don't remember what game it was, but some people could do both.
You can see now Lufio in defended by Romelu Lukaku. Great defense, but now a chance for a free kick. I feel like Obrun always has a kind of trick under his sleeve, and let's see if he's able to do that. No, he passes it back, and this might be the last chance first half. Eusebio just running by the byline. He's not rushing at all because he knows there won't probably be any added time.
The first time he actually looks like he's in a good situation here, but
Romelu Lukaku again
wide. But I actually thought Obrun had a good opportunity there to make a good chance, but he still has one more attack left before half time. Is he able to equalize? He's saving up against Lukaku, and Lukaku,
wow,
is a bit too big and strong for that matchup.
And that's it. That's the end of the first half. We've only seen a couple of Trivelas, really. We've seen Reece dominating, really, with the possession. Yeah. If we could have a look at the stats, it would be really good to see the way they're playing more visually, but it seems like Mo at the moment, Reece is defending perfectly.
Yeah, for the first time I think we have like a defensive match. Of course it's really good for Reece. Obrun don't want a game like that. We saw like 2 shots from Reece, was both Trivelas. I would like him the next shot. That Trivelas will open like space now because Obrun are really scared about that shot. And maybe also he will move his goalkeeper to the one side. And maybe, you know, with the mind games, he shot like a finesse shot in the short corner. But Obrun, you know, he had not find his offensive game yet. But I expect him like to be fire. I expect him to score like 4 goals in 8 minutes.
It could happen. I mean, if he gets his rhythm going, definitely could happen. And if we go back to 2024, these two played against each other in the last chance qualifier in the group stage. And you guys guess the result?
What was that?
It was 6-0 to Auburn. So it definitely looks like it, Mo. If Auburn is able to get a goal, he'll just keep on scoring because it's the way he plays, really.
Yes, I think he needs like the first goal to be like confident, and then that open space, because Breeze cannot play so defensive like that. But I'm really amazed about the player switching, like the reads.
She threw Rafael for a chance for Trivela. It was the same one, ball going to Trivela, now a chance for a corner. Mamardashvili to make it, no, saved by Konate. But it seems like Auburn starts well the second half. Lukaku passing it back to Lucio.
I was going to mention, in Breeze's corner, Manika, and if you don't know, back in 17, 18, Manika, top pro back in the day.
Incredible player.
His play style is kind of similar to Breeze, and I think having that in your ear, it can actually help you a lot, and I think Breeze has started this game off really well. He's kept Auburn quite quiet, and I don't think we've seen Auburn quiet at all this season. But we know, talking about his result last year against Auburn, Breeze, he went 1-0 up this time, and we know when you go 1-0 up, especially against a player like Breeze, he's in control at all times. But
it's a totally different match, really, Shells. I mean, Mo, do you like the way Breeze's player switching in the defense? Do you notice?
Yeah, I'm really impressed. I never saw like this. Like he has the perfect timing also to like step out and make the manual tackle. But he have also no problems to like stay calm and wait until the wrong pass comes. So I might say a 2-0 for Bryce. It's like 94% over.
Could be happening, as we can see the Twitch chat loving Team Vitality's player Breeze. Alemon Breeze. I'm not really sure if that was the perfect pronunciation, but I went for it. Nevertheless, a chance for Rafael. But no, well defended again by Breeze. It seems like Auburn is starting to get a bit frustrated with the way Breeze is defending now.
You know what? There's a lot at stake here. You know, $70,000 and a place in the FC Pro Open next season, and of course to keep your dreams of winning the World Championship alive. So no matter what type of pro you are, if you're the best of the best, in these situations, it can affect you. But still a lot of time for Auburn to get back into the game. But it's a strong performance from Breeze so far.
Seems like Auburn is defending a bit better now against Breeze in the way his players switching into midfielders, but this could be a chance for a good one. No, well, players switching to Lucio, and it seems like Auburn is trying things, but they're just not working out. That's a beautiful player lock into Hurricane. A chance for a counter-attack for the French player. He'll be able to look for a Trivela, pass it back to James, and this is the way Breeze has been playing. Just trying to go on the wing, but now a chance for Matuidi. Player lock faked. Chance with a pink pass. Gonna go to the right side of the pitch again. Lucio passing it back to James. He's not rushing it at all. Now this is where the danger starts, but no. Intercept by Alexia, and it seems like this looks like a chess match.
Yeah, like I said, I think honestly one thing I'll give respect about Breeze is it's like he plays with so much organized and he's so structured. You know, he's got to get the look he wants. He's not going to get forced into doing anything. You see him working the lines and recycle it back into the middle. But the first time through ball, Liao! And just like that, Auburn hits him on a counter-attack and makes it 1-1.
Yeah, that was like a typical Auburn game with the first touch pass. Perfect timing, and then also he waited like until the goalkeeper moving started, and yeah, it was a finesse shot. It was like not much power, but it's enough. I wanted to say, like, Breeze for me has the potential, like even if he goes out now, he has the potential to be dominating the scene because of his defending, and offensively I see so much potential to work on, you know. I think he had like 5 shots, 5 Tirelas. He need to work on more like variability, so he will be offensive unstoppable, and that's I think easy to learn. Offensively it's easier than defense.
I guess now the whole match has changed because the hardest thing for Auburn has been done.
Well, look, and Auburn's just heating up straight away on a counter-attack. Once again, this is Auburn at his best. Runs it out of pitch, but just like that, you can see just the confidence straight away, and the momentum has changed a little bit, but Auburn's got the goal that he needed, and we'll see how Bryce manages now in an equal game.
Seems like now Oberon is more comfortable with the way he's pressing, is more comfortable with the way he's triggered those runs as well, and it seems like now the Italian player is definitely more comfortable. He's done the impossible really, which is scoring a goal against Breeze. And now with 1-1, seems like that's a great chance for a counter-attack. Mo, do you see this going Oberon's way now that he's just scored a goal?
Yeah, of course they need to get confidence now. I think 1-1 is like, he get calm, he's not that nervous again, but I don't think Breeze will open like the space in the defense, so the game will still be the same.
One thing obviously I noticed about Oberon, he's not scared to play these risky passes, but against someone like Breeze, it's one of those ones you gotta kind of know when to play and when not to. Of course it's hard and you don't want to play like a scared play style and you don't want to be scared of nothing, but Breeze holding on to the possession is more and more it's bad news for Oberon, but it shows that he has so much confidence on himself. But Breeze finds himself in the box and flow driven with Reece James. Wow.
When the match was in a tough position for him, he just went and did the impossible as well. I mean, it was a great few minutes by Oberon. He did have a chance to hold possession. He did have a chance to go for the attack as well. But it seems like when Breeze is inside of the pitch, it seems like on the box, he's not missing any single chance. As you can see the replay in here, James with the technical, passing it back to Lucio. I mean, it's just that finish mode, that low-driven shot. It seems like it's the perfect option in there.
Yeah, it was hard to defend because there was like two other players from Breeze in the box, so you have to decide. He passes pros do a lot of extra passes, you know, but he took the right decision. And when you don't move your goalkeeper, it's a 100% goal. Now it will be tough for Oberon because he had like 1 or 2 shots the whole game, so he's don't really that confident now.
Would you change anything? Because he's been playing with a 4-2-1-3 throughout the whole match. Do you probably change to a 4-1-1 to try to press a little bit more, Shells?
Oh, it's a tough choice just because Reece is going to hold the ball no matter what formation you're in. And I mean, I think you got to start getting chances. I'll probably go to a 4-4-2 just because you need a goal. And I think having 2 strikers, you know, you're going to create some chances and force the opponent to go forward. But you might be struggling on the pressing side.
We didn't see Oberon use team pressing a lot. Like he can, like, yeah, make a man-to-man pressing whole pitch. It's dangerous, of course. It takes a lot of risk, but I think it will be good for him. Like to have that chance. 50 minutes to go. It's like a lot of time still, but we need to score. Like in the next 6-7 minutes, I think he have to score because Breeze is one of the best time waster in the game, to be honest.
Now with 18 minutes left to play, it seems like Oberon is just a few minutes from being eliminated from the 2025 World Championship.
To be fair, Oberon, I wouldn't change formation if I was him now, but definitely chill out on some of the first-time passes he's been making, just because you want to now get into these looks, these final third situations where you can see, hold on, it's a back post cross. He's tried to go for goal. I would personally try and knock it down just because I thought he was a bit too far out to score, but it's more promising for Oberon. But yeah, try and calm down on the first-time passes and just work some more higher percentage chances.
Yeah, you see like a new option for him with that McTominay at the right wing. He have like head-up goal plus, so I think he will try to get him a little bit more.
Especially against Davies. That's always going to the Scottish side of things.
Now another cross. He's gone for goal again.
Saved by Konate, but you can definitely see the gameplay in there.
I mean, that kind of shows that maybe Oberon's finding it a bit uncomfortable playing against Bryce right now. He's trying to find new ways to try and attack and open up his game. He's using a crossing technique to maybe force Breeze down byline, but Breeze has got an opportunity for himself.
Now a chance for the French player to make it official. Qualify for the semi-finals. 2-1. Just 10 minutes left to play, and it seems like he's not in a rush. But this is a brilliant pass to Sesko, the right back, best right back in the game probably. He passes it back to Messi. Rushed it. which is something that we're not seeing from Breeze a lot, Shells.
Yeah, that was definitely a rush pass, something you don't really see much from him. You usually talk about his game management, it's spot on, but you see Oban trying to get him on a counter-attack, but a good tackle from Mama that's really keep Breeze's win and lead, but...
Oh, a lot of space now.
Look at the speed boost.
That was great.
The left stick dribbling is just impeccable, really. Now, look at this, the team press is on and the space is everywhere. Davis, twisting, turning, technical, activated. Again, he's probably gonna pass it backwards. He tries, but Marquinhos tries to get the ball back, and we have a pause coming in.
We would have thought though the Frenchman who took down Fuma is 8 minutes away from booking himself into the top 4. Making a statement for himself. Breeze could be one of the tournament favourites now. Like, taking down someone like Oberon, I think a lot of us would not expecting that so far, but he's very close and clinching a spot in the top 4 in the FC Pro Open next season as well.
I think I feel he's really calm, you know? He's not like under pressure, you don't get nervous, and that's one of the best strengths. You know, I was always calm like in the first 70, 80 minutes, but when it comes to the last 5, 7, and especially when I was leading, there was like a lot of pressure for me to hold the ball, and I was not that good in it. Then I start like to rush it, to make some mistakes, but we don't see it too much from Breeze.
Not really, and one thing that Ryan explained perfectly in the previous match, when you're playing in these positions in which you're leading by 1 goal, and you're obviously within 95 depth and the team press is coming after you, the first touches, they gotta go to your opponent's way, because if not, if you just start passing it backwards into the keeper, you'll get just, in a way, you lose possession really easily.
Yeah, I mean, you can just get swarmed by the defence, and I've struggled with that myself. It's all about trying to take in positive touches going forward, just to hold on to the ball. You might think turning back is the right idea, but no, they know exactly what you're doing. But Oberon wins the ball back here, but what
Great tackle. Great tackle by the French player, and now a chance with Hansen. You can see he's going to be able to left stick dribble for a bit, but this is a good chance, Messi. Matuidi Eusebio. Chance for to make it 3-1. We can see the roar coming in from Breeze and Manica, because they know the job's not done, but they're just one step to making it 2-4 of the tournament. And not only that, the FC Pro qualification as well.
Maybe the best performance today, to be honest. Like to hold Oberon in 1 goal, it's still amazing. Offensively, he done his job. Like 3 goals for Breeze is decent. Like for 95% in this game, it's enough to win. So he did his job offensively, but you know, Oberon is maybe top 3 best offensive player in the world, and you know, I would concede 1 goal in 2 in-game minutes against Oberon.
I mean, yeah, finesse with Eusebio from Breeze, but what a performance this has been from him. Holding Oberon to 1 goal at this point. I mean, I don't think anyone had this on his cards, but Oberon's trying to fight back. But just lost the ball. Unfortunate there, but it might be a little bit too little too late. And Breeze has maybe booked himself a spot into the top 4.
He has to score in this one.
Unless what?
Tackle of the tournament so far. Incredible.
Wow. Normally we have like the goal of the tournament, but that one we have to highlight it after the show.
Wow. That has to be the tackle of the tournament, really. And it seems like now, with just 2 extra added minutes on the game, it seems like this is going to be it. It seems like Breeze is going to make it into the top 4.
You know, the moment when he won was like when Oberon changed his whole tactic, plays on crosses. That was like, that would be give me so much confidence that he changed his game style. That's the only thing what you want.
Now Oberon is going to have a chance for an attack, but no. The ball gets kicked out of the pitch, and it seems like it's official. The French player is a top 4 player in this competition. He's qualified to the semifinals, where Team Liquid's Levy will be waiting for him. That's a strong performance by Breeze, as you can see. Just saying hi to the Team Vitality fans, and you can see Oberon. Nobody expected him to lose this early in the tournament quarterfinals. He was one of the favorites coming up to this match. I cannot believe what I've just seen. Fancy, what can you tell us from this?
You just won a spot at the top 4 at the World Championship. How does this feel right now?
Thank you. This feels a lot for me. This is a dream for me. And yeah, but it's not over. I have 2 games. Now I have to play Levi the Weird, a good player, and I will give everything to beat him.
Absolutely. If you can just join me for 1 second right now, because you didn't just win top 4 at the World Championship as your first appearance in a World Championship, you also locked a spot for the FC Pro, and I'm sure this means a lot to you right now.
Yeah, for the spot for the FC Pro Open means a lot for me. I am too happy to have this spot because for me it's maybe the second best competition on EFC. And yeah, I'm proud and I will continue.
Well, you had a lot of fans coming to cheer for you right now from all over the world. So what do you want to say to all of your supporters?
I want to say thank you. Merci aux supporters de Vitality, ceux qui me soutiennent, ceux qui sont là sur les réseaux et voilà, on continue et merci pour tout.
Well, I mean, as you already know, you're going to go to the Key Crush right now to crush Oberon's key as his journey ended right here at the Esports World Cup for the FC Pro World Championship. You have crushed many keys, Bryce, as the comeback king for all the tournament, and you get to crush one more.
I'm here with Oberon. Commiserations. You've been brilliant in this tournament. We've loved watching you. What do you think went wrong for you in that game against Bryce?
I think I played good. I defended. I think it was my best match in defense, but it's part of the game. Like you can be lucky some games and unlucky in others. So I think that Bryce plays really good. So GG's to him.
I was going to say, I mean, a word on your opponent because he's been really good this tournament and underdog story. It's pretty cool for us to see. I know, obviously, right now you're going to be really disappointed, but Bryce did do really well in this tournament, didn't he?
Yeah, I think that Bryce playing really good. I'm really happy for him. He's a really nice guy. Of course, like now he has Levi, another big match, and good luck to him.
And lastly for me, how are you going to come back stronger? Because we all know what you can do.
Like it's every year, I think one of my strengths is the mentality. So I know that next year I will come back stronger. I will show another time in the FC Pro Open.
Thank you so much, Oberon. Commiserations. Okay, guys, back to you in the studio.
Bryce has booked his place into the FC Pro World Championship semi-finals. 4 players remain here in Riyadh. Wow, what an upset. What a performance. Brandon Smith, Tom Lees and Team Liquid's Tanner Curtis are joining us. Wow. Tom, we spoke about it before and we really didn't expect a result like that.
No, I mean, I said Anders yesterday crashing out was one of the biggest surprises I've ever seen. I mean, that's got to be right up there. I know how good Bryce is. I've played against him many a times this year, but he's taken it another level at this tournament. To beat Nicholas and Oberon is outrageous.
And up next for Bryce is a Team Liquid player in Levi David. I mean, let's talk about Team Liquid. Manu Bashore, Levi David still in the competition. You must be delighted on the FC side.
I'm thrilled for these guys. We have a good chance at having a Liquid versus Liquid finals tomorrow. So that's what we're hoping for. But these 2 players, they have that intensity. You know, they're fierce competitors, and I love to see it. I love to watch them.
you're looking at the brackets. There you go, 4 players remain. Brandon, I've asked you this 3 times already throughout the last few days. It doesn't look like there's a clear favourite. Can you call one?
I'll be honest, I think I've given you my final prediction about 4 different times, because it was going to be Nicholas Anders Vergang at one point, but that's clearly gone terribly wrong. I want to apologise as well. Bryce, I'm sorry. I mean, I said Oberon was going to win that as a clear favourite, but that bottom side of the bracket, what is going on? Bryce, what a tournament he is having. Nicholas out, as Tom said, Oberon out. And I mean, has a Team Liquid all final ever happened at the Esports World Cup? I don't think it's been possible.
Certainly not. No, it hasn't. So
hopefully
tomorrow's the day.
We've had plenty of history being made here in Riyadh throughout. We've also been having the key crushing that we've seen so much throughout the tournament. A little bit ruthless for people like Levy at some points. I mean, this
motion on Guy Barris here. Look, always catch him off guard with the noise as well, doesn't it? They wait for it to go down, and every single time you see the noise just get them. But yeah, I'll be interested to see who the winner decides to put in their trophy tomorrow.
I mean, look, there you go. Manu Bashore reacted to the noise as well. But I mean, it's a fantastic feature. It's a ruthless feature as well. We've seen this so much throughout the whole competition. We've also had a chance to discuss who our Sony Daily MVP will be today. Now, we and ah a little bit about it, but there is only one man who is our Sony Daily MVP.
I mean, it's got to be Bryce, hasn't it? What an opportunity. I know we're speaking a lot about the club championship, and maybe close your ears, Tanner, but obviously Team Vitality are knocking on the door as well. They could be picking up some really important club championship points. If you're not aware of what that is, we'll speak more about that shortly. But what a performance from the Frenchman, and more importantly, what a finish that was from quite some distance. The audacity to develop that in from 30 plus yards, and it barring in just shows how confident the French man is feeling.
A result like this against Oberon came, I mean, it's harsh to say out of nowhere, but Oberon's form in this competition has been absolutely brilliant. He said it in his post-match as well. He said Bryce deserved to win that game, and wow, what a performance.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about Oberon. He looked like the man that was going to win it from the way he was playing, but I think when we look at Bryce, one thing to really note down, he can score from anywhere. He's dangerous outside the box, which is one thing, but then inside the box, he has that composure to play the extra pass, and he's also really good with the first time through balls. Like, his attack is really carrying through, but I'm very impressed. If I'm sure right, he's only conceded 2 goals against Nicholas and Oberon. One in each game, was it?
I will have to check on that, but I think you are actually right.
That's ridiculous.
That is insane. We've been seeing games all throughout this tournament with 4 or 5 goals either way. Let's talk about the club championships.
Let's do that.
A little bit more. You must be happy with how things are going so far. There's an opportunity for you to score some more points, especially in FC.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping to do. I think as far as the club championship goes, it's so exciting to have a race this year, right? Last year Falcons ran away with it, and this year, you look at Vitality hanging in there, staying in striking distance, also Twisted Minds, and they have 4 games going next week where they're contenders in all 4. So the race is just heating up. You could feel the energy in each of the stages. For example, for EAFC, the fans were going at it with each other, and so yeah, you love to see it.
We actually do love to see it. We also love to see the trophy list from Rainbow Six, which we'll show you first. The absolute sheer emotion for these players. They're achieving so much for themselves, but also for their clubs. You mentioned last year it was Team Falcons, and it wasn't really much for a race. Well, very, very tight this time round. Twisted Minds are now in 5th place, especially after winning the Call of Duty one, which we'll see in a moment. Brandon, how do you see it going?
I mean, look, the thing that we forget about here is that we're seeing a lot of team esports here, which, don't get me wrong, have some incredible prize money. But EAFC tomorrow, someone's going to win $250,000. One player, one single player, 250k. Forget about club championship points for a minute. And then if they do well in the club championship, Tan, I'm sure you know more than anyone, $27 million prize pool. The winners get $7 million. What does that do for an esports organisation that has had such a big investment across all these esports titles?
Yeah, I mean, it means more investment into our goals and our values, right? We're able to sign players like Magnus Carlsen in chess. We're able to reach out for these strategic partnerships with Team Hulit, for example, and bring on these incredible players and just keep building our fan base and making sure that gaming is for everyone globally.
Only 200 points separate Team Liquid and Team Falcons, and like you said, this is going right down to the wire here in Riyadh. We could see an all-Team Liquid final tomorrow. Quick predictions. I'm going to ask you for your potential winner for tomorrow.
I think my champion is going to be Manny Bashore, two-time world champion, and good news, you're going to be picking up all the points.
I think for me, I've changed my mind again because Auburn's gone. I've been really impressed with Levy. I think it could be his time. He's obviously been knocking on the door. He's won online before. He hasn't won a big 1v1 tournament. Maybe it's because you're next to me, but I'm going to go Team Liquid as well.
Can I ask you who you think's going to win it? Or are you just going to say one of them will win it?
I will say, I'm not going to pick a winner, but I will say Manu's got that dog in him.
It sounds to me like he's just predicted a winner. Thank you so much for joining us. All the best to Team Liquid throughout the club championships. Thank you, gents. One more day. 4 players remain. We're going to end off with the Kadir top players of the day. See you tomorrow.
Fighting for the right to sit on the throne on top of FC. I cannot believe what I have just seen.
This means so much more than you think.
We could be watching something special here.
It's all come down to this one. Your FC Pro World Champion.
impossible. Lenovo Legion.